Neil got out. WQAL, where the faggot is.
You fairy.
The deadbeat paradise, only good for a quick visit or to die. Rotting mangrove swamps in hell all you want and pass out from just one whiff. Old and cranky Jews, angry Cubans who welcome you with the shaking fist. So hot you stink and smell. I'm off to the great white north to laugh as I watch you die.
All right.
Another where the air is cool and the soda is dry.
Well, so how you doing out there, George? Freezing your ass off?
All right. No, we're inside, thank God.
Inside?
Inside,
well, that's for
yeah.
Pansies inside. You're
No,
supposed to be outside.
no. It's like a wind tunnel effect out there.
Shorts.
No, it's great. We're in the swankiest poker room.
Yeah.
The stage.
Played any of the slot machines yet?
No, there's no slot machines in here. Although there's some slots. I'll explain that later.
Yeah, I bet you will. Uh-oh, wait a minute. What could this be? Oh, it's from Amazon.com. Save 25%. I don't want to save 25%. I don't want to save 100%. Just go away. Get off my BlackBerry, you jerks.
That ain't me.
So George is out there at the Gulfstream.
Yeah, the microphone doesn't have any on-off.
And
they just told me that.
It sounds like you got a bad cold.
I do, actually.
Oh, well, that's why it sounds like you got it. Well, it sounds like it very natural then.
Good. I wish I could turn my microphone off. That's going to be really interesting when people start showing up.
Yeah, I could hear you like rustling around there during that bit that I was playing. So.
I asked like 5 times. It's like, you're serious? There's no way to turn this microphone off? That's dangerous. And it's
not only dangerous, it's just Bush League is what it is.
Well,
and of course, remember the engineer was going to call me this morning up here.
Yeah. And I was also told we were going to get that, the 360, so I could play, things like
right,
just walk
and
away.
You don't have that?
No, well, I should have understood when I was talking to Clarence what he meant by we. I should have asked him for his definition of we when he said that we can take that out there for you. By we, he meant you, and I didn't know that's what that meant. Like I was going to have to bring it.
Yeah.
I didn't know that, or I would have. So all I can do is make sounds with my mouth.
I can play him here.
Yeah, good.
I got all my equipment here, although I got no engineer. Nobody called here, and nobody said anything about coming out.
Yeah, I know. Well,
repairing the delay thing or the intercom or
that's what we were doing this morning.
Or the button, which the light is out again. I just noticed there, but at any rate. Hey, listen, we don't want to make a big simus here. Let's just kind of mail it in. Just relax. So what's going on out there? Anything?
Nothing yet. We're in the Sport of Kings poker room. It's brand new. It's palatial, high ceilings. There's a stage.
So in other words, even when the races start, like at 1:15, you're not going to be able to see the race?
I won't, but we'll have them on the TVs. There's TVs everywhere.
I'll be able to see it.
There's TVs
I can see it here.
Big screens.
Gulfstream's coming out at 1:15 on the Racing Network here, so I can see it here and pretend that I'm there.
Right, but they got all kinds of stuff going on all day here and all around the park. So I told Chris to print something
there? Are there people there?
No, there's people prepping. Just our people and their people, their staff getting all the booze ready. You know how that works.
Yeah. I thought you were in one of the casinos, though.
Yeah, there's just nobody here yet. As far as like customers.
There's no customers there?
Not yet.
Well, what do you mean not yet? It's 10 o'clock in the morning.
I mean, there might be, we're on the second floor. There's probably
That would be like if I went to Woodbine, which I did yesterday, by the way. It was a bad mistake. I told you, don't let me go for a while. I told you, make me stick for at least a couple of weeks with that New Year's resolution.
1 o'clock, the poker starts here.
And I'm so damn pissed off about the Canada Post. Yesterday I was supposed to get my low-carb pasta, the Dreamfield, and the other the sauce, and it never showed up. It's coming today now, it says on there.
They don't sell it in stores there?
No. Why, do they sell it in stores there?
Oh, yeah, Publix.
Has Dreamfield's pasta?
You know it.
I never knew that.
Uh-huh.
You never told me that.
I thought I did.
Well, maybe if I looked around, maybe I'd find it somewhere. Maybe in Dominion.
That could be.
Or someplace like that. And you're all these people, it's so cold, it's in the 30s, it feels like the temperature here right now is minus 17 Celsius. I know you don't have your chart handy right there.
No, I don't. Sorry.
It's colder than a witch's ass, man. It's really, it's sunny though. It's one of those winter days when from the inside it looks really beautiful, like a picture postcard from inside. And you look, and then you go outside. Although it doesn't bother me. It was like about minus 12 last night. I went out to my little convenience store there, and it didn't even put on my toque. Hey, you better start getting with it, okay?
I know all about toques.
Anybody doesn't know what a toque is some kind of a redneck.
I used to own a toque.
Did you really?
Yeah, and then I traded it for a toque.
So the Dolphins released Scam Cameron. I like the way it says released. Fired. Yeah. You're fired, Cam. The scamster. What did I tell you? And Chris is giving me, well, I think they're going to wait until, yeah, well, they did name the new GM. And by the way, you're out, Scam.
We'll see, so I was right.
Yeah, you're full of crap.
Hey.
Bill Parcells, the big tuna. The big tuna. We don't need the big tuna. We need the big kahuna. Roby Young. Yeah, let's play that again. Let's play it again.
You people are so damn bad.
Yeah, we are, and we're proud of it. So anyway, there's nothing with any engineers going on out there, nothing going on here, but par for the course. The two coaches who've been retained are assistant special teams coach Steve Hoffman and linebacker coach George Edwards. All the other coaches are free to seek other employment, the release said. And again, the Herald doesn't want to, or the Sun Sentinel doesn't want to like couch it in terms, you're fired. Not free to seek other employment. That means you don't work here anymore. You're fired. You're out. Scam. It says, however, when a new head coach is in place, there's a possibility he'll talk to some of those assistants, the team said. This is a difficult decision, and I want to thank Cam and the rest of his staff for their work this past season, said Dolphin General Manager Jeff Ireland. By making this decision now, it gives all the coaches the greatest chance to pursue other opportunities. In other words, get your ass out of here. Clean out your desk and get out of here. Get lost, Scam, with your 1-15. As if there was any chance that he was coming back. You'd have to be deaf, dumb, blind, and stupid. You have to be like a vegetable on a plate, like a piece of broccoli to bring him back. So what are you going to be doing out there all day besides
I'm going to be eating a lot of free food. I'm going to see if they're going to give me something to drink.
By the way, Chris had some Joyce drama here this morning. He went to do a Joyce, and
that's funny that you should mention that.
It was a full room.
Full house.
You know, yeah, I've had that problem before.
There was no room in the hotel.
I have a different problem here. I really didn't know where the Joycer was, and so I didn't have my regular morning, and so I'm going to be uncomfortable the whole show. I just thought I'd lay that out there.
Why? Where is it? Is it far from
I still don't know where it is, and you know what? This place is so nice that I don't even want to use it.
Racetrack, you can't find a turlet?
It's not clearly marked.
Use it now before.
Oh, now they tell me. Now they tell me. Too late, man. I'm already on deck.
Now they tell you what?
Now they tell me where it is. It's probably too nice to use. You ever go into a bathroom that's so nice you dare not? Okay.
No.
Those are the ones you enjoy.
Not when nature is calling. It's never too nice to use.
Well, we'll see if I can put this off for 4
Although I do, it does irritate me that New Year's Eve, or it was Christmas Eve. At Ruth Chris, I went and took a leak and they didn't have ice in the urinal.
Ah, that's criminal.
That's one of the great thrills about going to Ruth Chris, beside the great food and the ambiance and the whole thing and the great services, going and tinkling on the fresh ice in the urinal.
That's how you know you're in a classy joint.
That's right. But there was no ice. But it was still a good time. No, you could take some time and go rejoice or whatever you need a little later on or whatever you need to.
All right,
just
well, I might. You know, oh, yeah, I'll holler. You bet. That's all I can do because I don't have my magic box.
Oh. Okay, here's some good news because the Iowa caucus is today. Democrat Barack Obama surged to a 4-point lead over John Edwards in Iowa, with Swillery fading to third just hours before the first presidential nominating contest. That's the brand new Reuters, C-SPAN, Zogby poll released this morning. Obama and Edwards gained ground overnight in the tracking poll. Clinton fell 4 points to third. She's dropping like a rock. A finish that, if held, would deal a dramatic setback for the one time. See, it was just assumed that she was going to be in because she's Bubba's wife. You know, Hillary. Oh, yeah, Hillary. It was assumed. Well, guess what? Obama's got 31%, Edwards 27%, and Swillery down to 24%. No other Democrat in double digits. On the Republican side, Mike Huckabee expanded his lead to 6 points. Good, I hope they nominate that Farbissen man. He got 2 chances of getting elected. None and much, much less than none. What was that?
That's Steph laughing in the background. I called Rolly a fag in sign language, and Steph thought
What's Steph laughing about?
I called Rolly, I said Rolly was very gay.
The fact that you're sitting there with no 360 and that the engineer never showed up here, that's pretty funny.
No, he ain't laughing about that.
Oh. What's he laughing about?
I called Rolly very gay in sign language, and Steph thought it was funny.
Oh, you're doing sign language again?
Sure, why not?
Yeah, give Clarence some sign language from me.
I will.
He's a turd.
I know how to say that.
Huckabee, 31-25 over Mitt Romney. Fred Thompson's in third with 11 points, and John McCain 10%. Ron Paul's got 10%. He's a phantom. He's an internet phantom, Ron Paul. Oh, you're afraid of Ron Paul, Neil? No, he's just another Dennis Kucinich. This is a clear Clinton fade, pollster John Zogby said. None of it's been dramatic, but it's been steady. A clear fade by Swillery. I got an article here a little later on about how weak she is among men. She's weak, although she's not. It's amazing that all the Democrats are weak among men. We better start pulling for the Republicans because we're looking for that male audience. Not. That'll be the day when I start, oh my God, and what a lackluster field of losers, my God. Mike Huckabee and Mitt Romney and Fred Thompson and Rudy, I've been married 100 times to Giuliani. Here's the poll from yesterday. Speaking of that, do you consider yourself blank?
Yes.
Yeah, me too. 1,098 votes, exclusively heterosexual, 847, 77.1%. Bisexual, 93. Not sure, 61. Exclusively homosexual, 60. Only 5.4%. That's down 2 points. Down 2% in the homos from last time we did the survey. Damn it. They've flown away. And asexual, 37. Only 3.3%. So what is it you're going to be doing out there all day today besides sitting on your ass and looking for a toilet?
After that, I'm hoping that they'll give me some free food, maybe some free booze. Beer will do. They got a lot on tap over here in the Sport of Kings poker room. Yeah. And I might do some milling about. I have that on my mind. As soon as people start showing up. We got some T-shirts we give away.
You got
prizes.
a portable mic?
No, I might mill about anyway, though. And when people show up, we got some prizes that we might give them if they do something amusing. Well, they said we'll leave it up to you how you want to give these prizes away. You know, we're not just going to give
prizes?
them out. We got some T-shirts, we got some tickets to something. Don't ask me what. They'll write it down for me at some point. Orange Bowl tickets. Thank you, Steve.
Yeah, isn't that tonight?
Steve Sloan's over here acting like a producer, which is great because nobody else is.
Tell him to act more like a sales guy would be a good idea.
Oh, God, Neil.
Hello, bloggers. Sorry I haven't posted any new entries lately. I've been too busy playing Guitar Hero 3. Anyway, death to America and death to Israel. And now, check out this video I shot of the Ayatollah watching the 2 girls 1 cup video. I swear he almost blows chunks.
Okay, 10:16 at 560 WQM. Let's see what we got going on today. We had the Big Dog was out at Gulfstream this morning, and George is there today, and I have no idea why.
Well, so I could get paid is the most important reason.
Oh, to make a few extra bucks. Are you actually getting paid to be sitting around out there?
I need that, and hopefully I'll get paid to...
Now, who set this up?
The idea ultimately came from Lee, who did this thing called...
I can barely hear George now, Chris. I just mentioned that in passing.
They did something during the break. Chris thought I was too loud. It's his fault.
No, you weren't too loud. You were like, now you're just where you ought to be.
All right. So anyway...
See, Chris is playing Butch Boss now. Now you're too loud.
And he's out of control. That's all right.
Yeah, he's playing Butch Boss.
Hey, man,
heard him
just wait till I get back in
there. Song to dance about. He's a big shot now.
That's all right. That's all right. He deserves it, I guess.
No, he doesn't.
For some reason. Okay, then he doesn't. So anyway, Lee at a radio station that he was at previously, they had this thing called Liquid Lunch where Lee.
Yeah.
And where one of the people associated with the midday show would be on location somewhere.
Drinking on the air? That sounds
it's a great scam, a way to make money for one of the people on the air, and so he decided that...
I think it's a real good idea for a station that doesn't have a license. It's very good.
Right, it's an excellent idea, and he talked to me about it, and I said, great, I would love to have more money to go have free lunch somewhere during the show, as long as it was all right with Neil, and I asked you if it was, and you said
that's good. Flea seems to be really promoting the hell out of you.
He is. He's one of the few, while supplies last, because they'll fire him.
That's good.
Well, you're not here, or you'd be the one on location.
No,
right?
I don't want to be on location.
I know you don't.
I'm already on location. I'm out of town.
And Roldy's uncle is one of the bartenders here, so I have a pretty good idea that I'm going to get some free beer before I get out of here.
Great.
That's what it's all about.
I see we got the Jack Show at 2 this afternoon again. It's coming back for a second
Oh,
day.
boy, there's stories already. They had
about
one show about the Jack Show.
Well,
you should have seen it yesterday. You were here.
He was out of the loop. He did
8 people as I was leaving the studio yesterday. There were 8 people in the control room all trying to figure out what was going on, and I don't think they have yet.
What do you mean by that?
It was chaos. It was mayhem. Their new producer, who we're calling Tweak, because his hair's all spiky and he dresses all wrong.
Oh, that's Jerks' buddy.
Yeah, I brought him down here. Supposed to know what he was doing. That might be the case wherever he came from, but he didn't know anything about our control room, so it was just a train wreck there at the beginning of the show. Who knows? I would keep listening today after the switch just to see what's going on, because it's going to be a daily surprise.
You're telling me to do that? Oh, no,
for comedy's
sake. I have much to do. No, I'm sorry.
And I'll send you a picture. How about I have somebody sneak a picture of Tweak and send it to you so that you can enjoy the comedy.
A picture of Tweak?
The producer there, his hair's all spiky. What about guys that wear white belts? Since you took that poll yesterday?
Gay.
Okay.
Yeah.
We took a poll amongst ourselves, and that's
not on a sports station. We don't want some fag on there producing a show on the sport, especially with a macho guy like Jerks there.
I mean, he might be a nice guy. I mean, just because he wears a white belt.
Why don't you give him a chance? He's been on for one day, and you're already ripping this poor kid an ass. How old is he?
I don't know. He wears a white belt.
How old is he? I don't care about his belt.
Anyone who's 20-something. I could use a belt. Hey, Rolly's uncle, how about a belt? How about an Irish coffee?
Yeah, give him a belt in the head. Then we got Mad Dog 4 to 6 because that's right, it's Thursday. See, they have to the wall of football that we have. They own the airwaves. So no, seriously.
No, that's a funny term.
Even though Mandich is supposed to do 4 to 7 now. He's doing 4 to 6 with his regular show, and then 6 to 7 it's Dolphins All Access because we got to squeeze that in there to keep Baldy all pacified. Because then you got all your hurricane crap coming after that 7 o'clock hurricane hotline, and then 7:35 it's the Orange Bowl. All right, from ESPN Radio. We certainly, I guess we don't have the rights to broadcast it ourselves.
You're asking me, Chris?
I'm asking Chris.
I have no idea.
He's laying out. He's not saying a word now. Now that he messed up your mic so bad.
Yeah, exactly. But I do have some good news for you, Neil.
Yeah, what's that?
We got a last part for you to read today, so I'll be faxing that to you in the next break.
I play the all right, but I don't have the 360.
I don't know what you're talking about. We don't have anywhere to put it. What time is this spot?
They just wrote it into the thing, so I'll send you the rearranged log.
You have a live spot on this show? Somebody sold a spot on this show?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
I'll just do the drop with my mouth.
Oh my God.
Holy moly. Is this something I know about or something they just sneaked in? Is that it?
No, it's one of your regulars.
One of our regular. Well, that's nice. That's good. So I guess that means we're going to be on air for another few days.
Mm-hmm.
That's like Clarence asking me yesterday, well, what's the chance that you're going to be staying? Well, what are these people talking about? Are they insane or what? The chances of us staying beyond when we absolutely have to stay, I would say, are non-existent. Non-existent. I mean, he's asking me this a year ahead of the fact, oh, geez. For 673 votes on today's poll. I don't know about this poll. I'm not that crazy about it. Oh, and Charlie B said a really great thing. Maybe I'll read it after I do the poll thing. WQM employment application. Nice going, Charlie. Very creative. Name, social security number, and then are you from Raleigh, and it gets better from there. Which personal hygiene routine do you have the most trouble? You sound like you have a bad cold.
I do. I'm very stuffy, and I woke up that way.
It's a miracle I don't have a bad cold because I slept too cold. I didn't have it like...
And then I walked out in the cold.
I should have crawled under the covers because it was like wind chill was like minus 28 or something last night.
Mm-hmm.
Which personal hygiene routine do you have the most trouble sticking to on a regular basis? Flossing, 338. I voted for that.
Yeah.
Every time I go get my teeth cleaned or go to the dentist for any reason, she always gives me a song, and they give you a little thing of dental floss, and be sure and floss every day. But, well, who the hell does that?
That's a pain in the ass.
The pain in the teeth. Flossing, unless you got your teeth on somebody's ass. Flossing, 342. Shaving, 64. I mean, what is that? Is that difficult?
I don't like to, but
it's annoying. No,
yeah.
I don't. But cleaning out my belly button in 53. Oh, jeez. Trimming my nose or ear hair, 41. Yeah, that's annoying when you get old.
Imagine Steph cleaning out his belly button.
Sprouting.
How deep of a Q-tip do you have to have for that?
Applying cologne or perfume, 36. Brushing my teeth, 35. Oh, yeah, I'd sure like to be around some of these people.
Uh-huh.
Trimming my nails, 24. Don't trim them, just chew them. Even your toenails. Cleaning the wax out of my ears, 22. Cleaning out my toe cheese, 16. Bathing, 15. Using using mouthwash, 10. Like I said, good pull, Charlie. Cleaning the dirt from under my nails, 8. Using deodorant, 6. Washing my hair, 3. And brushing or combing my hair, 3. Out of 678. That's okay. Here's the QM employment application that Charlie B came up with. First question, are you from Raleigh, North Carolina? Then, have you ever lived in Raleigh, North Carolina? Are you related to anyone from Raleigh, North Carolina? Do you know anyone from Raleigh, North Carolina? Have you ever had a neighbor from Raleigh, North Carolina? Or have you ever driven through Raleigh, North Carolina?
If
yes to any of these, stop. Go no further. Take this application to the WQM building for an immediate interview with the general manager. Then, are you a Jew? If yes, stop. Go no further. Take this application and file it in the nearest trash receptacle. Do you like yellow jockstraps? And have you ever worked in radio before? A no answer will not necessarily disqualify you for consideration for employment. Very good, Charlie. That's cute. So the new producer there for the Jack's Jerk Show is an idiot, huh?
I didn't say an idiot.
It's going to take him a while for crying out loud. Maybe nobody bothered to show him how to run the board.
That's
that sounds like
case.
a very,
I
very
said he was a strange
possibility.
character.
What kind of horseball operation this is.
He's a bizarre character.
Plus, I believe he's used to a little bit more of a newer setup. He's used to like computerized and stuff like that.
See, he came from another radio station.
Yeah.
He came from a radio station somewhere else.
He worked like in a real radio station.
Yeah, he worked up in Bristol with ESPN Radio and everything.
Oh, I see. And like we're going to have the kind of equipment they got at ESPN
Completely
Radio.
Taken by surprise over here.
We can't even get a damn light on the mic switch here. We're going to have computerized equipment. There's no point in talking about it, because we're leaving anyway. Let's just spread the rumor every week. This is our last week. Let's just start doing that.
Okay, isn't it?
I don't know. I know there's some big things in the works, alleged. That's that Norma Kent again. Oh, geez, you've been so privileged and so blessed. Oh, my God, what a fairy, I wonder if he's a Rastafari. Yeah. 684 on the poll. Let's get that thing up to 1,000 to get Chris happy today. So we got Jason Jerks at 2 o'clock this afternoon. I can't get used to this new schedule. So that's all you heard about? I thought you were talking about the show.
Oh, I don't know anything about the show. Listen to it on the air. I just saw what was going on inside the building. Why?
Well, nobody cares about what's going on inside the building. The fact we got a knucklehead board op who's Jerks' boyfriend.
A million times more interesting than anything that he could have been saying on the air.
Well, now you get into the meat of the matter.
Radomski shot me up with Freud's last night. 30 cc's in my left cheek, and it's gonna keep me on a winning streak. My muscles bulge so much, can't get enough. I've got a giant head and such a tiny protective cup, and I'm gonna have to find someone to blame if I'm gonna make it to the Hall of Fame. It looks like Barry Bonds is not alone. Oh no, 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 I'm the Rocket Man. Cooperstown is gonna take a long, long time.
10:31 at 560 WQAM. Happy Thursday to you, January the 3rd. Here's a fax from a lady who says, Paula's gross. Gross. From a Kempt female listener, bored at work, but still love you guys. Happy New Year. Wasn't that sweet?
Well, I'm glad she's Kempt. Send a picture.
She's Kempt, as opposed to unkempt, or
right.
Jackie Kemp. Iowa primary, the caucus, whatever the hell it is, the Michael Dukakis going on today. Any excitement about that?
No.
You'll be excited about this. Somebody from, I forget who it was, from MySpace, passed this along to me. Remember Connie Hicks, who used to be on Channel 10 News?
Yes, I do.
Connie Hicks, former WPLG reporter, now teaching broadcast news at Barry University, recently received 3 big boxes at her office full of memorabilia that belonged to legendary WPLG anchor Ann Bishop. The boxes came in after Bishop's longtime companion Ellen Buckner, former reporter at the Sun Reporter in Miami Beach, died October 28th in Texas. Some of the memorabilia included Bishop's trademark brown and white size 7M saddle shoes, also dozens of photos of Ann Bishop with famous people and media types including Pope Paul and John Paul II, Charles Gibson, Don Shula, Joan London, Jimmy Syphilis, and her former colleague and co-anchor Dwight Lauderdale with mustache. The university also received some memorabilia, framed letters from viewers. And there's 2 responses on here to this article in the Herald. One saying Ann Bishop was gay, ? And another one saying, yes, it was very well known that she was a lesbian. There was a lot of news after her death concerning her partner's rights to anything. Another well-known reporter on radio, Sandy Payton, was also very close to her. She helped settle the large estate that Ann left. And there were a lot of rumors, I'll never forget, that I started at Sandy left
you
town.
started
Remember
it.
that?
Right.
In the pickup truck with Ann's body in the back.
Have a nice day.
Right. There was a lot of jealousy there, I guess, between Sandy and this other dyke.
I would love to keep you all to myself.
Well, whatever. She was awfully butch on the air, Sandy. And boring. Butch and boring. Whatever began with a B, that was Sandy. And they hated her at IOD like poison. Everybody except your friend Cheryl hated her like poison. Ranieri hated her like double poison.
I never
Despised
had the
that
pleasure.
bitch.
Never met her.
I never did either. She hated me, though. She thought I was just rude
Well,
and
a
crude.
lot of them hated you for some reason.
Because they didn't like what I did on the air.
Right. Outing people.
Oh, that was Ann. That was Ann Bishop. Because they used to talk about her being a dyke, and she just, couldn't handle it. As if she was fooling
That's
anybody.
not what I heard.
What did you hear?
I heard she could handle it fine.
Yeah, she probably handled it many times. Oh, there's a Barack Obama on CNN.
With me.
And there's that boring, drooling Yahoo John Edwards. God, he is so... Oh, he just leaves me limp. You know something? If I had to choose between him and Swillery, I'd probably kill myself. I would. I think we ought to read this poll a lot today. 702 because it's gross. Oh, there's Swillery on the bus.
I'm going to go all the way from the caucuses...
Back to the house. Back home. Back to the Senate, honey. Get out of our face. Boy, she looks like an old hag now, you know what? I don't want to sound like Rush, but who the hell would? What personal hygiene... there's that Mike Huckabee. Born again there. Let's reclaim the nation for Christ. Jesus, all the Jesus Christers, man. It's a war. It's a religious war. The only problem is the media's too stupid to recognize it and too scared to say anything about it.
A prohibitive
there's Howard Dean.
implodes.
And then we're going to Washington, D.C. to take back the White House!
Think Howard Dean. You don't
He was great. I mean, compared to what we got now, other than Barack, he was great.
Oh, too honest.
Too anti-establishment, too anti-war, anti-killing, all this other stuff. Oh, there's Mitt Romney, man. What a boring old toad. Anyway, the personal hygiene outline routine, I can't even read this. They have the most trouble sticking to on a regular basis. Flossing, 354. Okay, that's like a little over 50%. That's a given. Shaving, 67. Cleaning out, these are good. Cleaning out my belly button lint, 57. I don't have any belly button lint, and I haven't had in years.
Have you checked lately?
I better look. Let's see.
Grab a Q-tip.
Uh-oh. Q-tip? Oh, my God.
Ooh.
It smells like, what's his name?
Let's smell it.
Smells like Josh Friedman.
No, it can't possibly.
Trimming my nose or ear hair, 43. Applying cologne or perfume, 38. Brushing my teeth, 37. Yeah, that's really tough. Cleaning the wax out of my ears, 24. Trimming my nails, 24. Cleaning out my toe cheese, 16. Bathing, 15. Using mouthwash, 10. Cleaning the dirt out from under my nails, 8. Using deodorant, 7. Washing my hair, 3. And brushing or combing my hair, 3. What a bunch of slobs. What a bunch of real freaking slobs we got. Okay, slobs rhymes with Dobbs. Remember I said yesterday we had this list of the 50 most, what is it called again?
Obnoxious? Worst?
Most loathsome people in America, 2007. We got to number 40, Lou Dobbs, your hero. Charges, obvious intensifying xenophobia and distrust of the yellow and brown races, possibly exacerbated by Mexican wife.
That'll do it.
Whatever useful message Dobbs once had about economic populism and the deleterious effects of globalization and cheap labor on American wages has long been tainted by his obvious animosity toward foreigners, especially Mexicans and the Chinese. Every installment of his hour-long... Oh, by the way, there was one person won the $36 million in Lotto last night. Obviously, it was not me.
Was it a Chinese?
I don't know. I hope not. Every installment of his hour-long broadcast on CNN is dominated by the reports about the menace of foreign imports, be they illegal or immigrants crossing our broken borders, or spread disease and rape our women, or poisonous products from communist China. Proof that Dobbs is a venomous yellow journalist Schmidhead can be seen in his reaction to media criticism of a segment on his show in which it was erroneously reported there had been a sudden upsurge in leprosy cases totaling 7,000 in just 3 years, the source of which was a lawyer who also had said in speeches that Mexican immigrants tend to molest children. In truth, there have been 7,000 cases of leprosy in the past 30 years. Dobbs was confronted several times with this fact. First, he strongly defended his numbers, then strongly denied he ever had used those numbers. A real journalist admits his errors. Dobbs is an ass. Exhibit A sharply criticized the use of Mexican flags in immigrant demonstrations, then denied the obvious double standard of that comment by going on to say that he would have the same problem with Irish flags at the St. Paddy's Day parade, and in fact that he was against the St. Patrick's Day. Yeah, sure, Lou. Sentence, stuffed with green cards, turned into amnesty piñata.
Huh?
It's cute. Oh, there's Howie Dean.
They all support the president's veto of the Health Care for Children bill. The Democrats are clearly going to put that in if we get a Democratic president. I mean, that stuff matters to people. So, I'm neutral in the race, of course, as the chairman of the party, but I'm pretty happy with our field, and I think any of them will be preferable to any one of the Republicans that are running.
Well, that's for damn sure, okay? Mickey Mouse would be preferable, and you can even bring along Eisner. Number 39, John Boehner. Charges. A Tom DeLay disciple of shameless hypocrisy, Boehner won't stop weeping openly on the House floor, real crying from his tear ducts. It's not passion, it's the pathetic noontime inebriation of an obvious documented alcoholic. Job title, Minority Whip, is ironically hilarious, bound by ideology to destroy the nation. Exhibit A, his name is Boner. Sentence, afflicted with voodoo hex that makes him cry poisonous spiders. 38, Stephen Moore. I don't even know who that is. Charges, Mo Rocca's evil twin and founder of the election law-breaking PAC Club for Growth. Moore is the Wall Street Journal's most brazen corporate apologist and free market sycophant who trotted out on TV to manicure the invisible hand every time it chips a nail squashing the poor. Exhibit A, if you don't want to buy a Chinese toy, don't buy it at Walmart. But you know why people buy these things? Because they're cheap and for the most part they're pretty good products. Sentence, given low-wage job test-licking all Chinese imports, incurs brain tumor, his epiphany about consumer choice and income, then more brain tumors. So he must be the Walmart guy, Stephen Moore. Is he?
I don't know.
Well, whatever. I'll Google him. 37, Mitt Romney. Charges, America's first clip art presidential candidate. Romney is a strange mixture of game show host looks and android charm. A true flip-flopper, Romney's ability to turn on an ideological dime is unparalleled, but his excuses are so inauthentic that even Republicans have trouble suspending their disbelief. Exhibit A, you can't have freedom without religion, and you can't have religion without freedom. Sentence, strapped to the roof of his family car, which his dog attempts to drive across the country, but crashes horribly because dogs can't drive, of course. Romney's flesh burns off in the ensuing fire, revealing him to be a standard protocol droid set to world domination mode. Narrowly edged out a primary race by Huckabee.
The American voters want. So I do think we're going to win this one.
There are some people who would also say that Democrats have sort of lost a lot of the leadership edge, if you will, and some of the approval rating.
Slap that bitch around, okay? Another one of these CNN shill bitches on there for the right wing.
How do you sort of reshape that and get the party back on track to where people want to see it
going? People aren't, when they vote for president, they're not voting for Congress.
So let me ask you something. They put you out there, and you're telling me that there's nobody there and they don't open until when?
No, there are lots of people here showing up, but they start serving lunch around 11-ish.
Yeah.
And so I expect that's when people will start showing up to this room over here, but there's a lot of activity here at the track.
It reminded me of that Phil Henry thing at the Miami Beach Auditorium when there was, with the convention center, when there was nobody there and the thing was closed to the public.
No, it's nothing like that. They're prepping
well,
here.
Well, thank God. George is out there at Gulfstream. Go out there and bring him some cash. He needs that.
Biggest name.
Have some food. We're going to start beating it up here.
David's a bitch.
.46, 14 before 11 at 560 WQAM. Don't forget we got Jason Jerks coming up at 2, the 2 to 4 slot now with our brand new lineup here on QAM. What do you think?
About what?
That's just a rhetorical question. I was just asking out loud. You know,
okay.
Serious.
By the way, so I'm going to give you updates. I know they're starting to get serious over here because, you know, the guys in the suits with the little earpieces, they like to look at people. They're all starting to walk around now. You know, the people watchers, the security.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. they're showing up. So that means.
Is there anybody there under the age of 100?
Yeah.
I mean, employees. I mean, like gamblers.
No, there are no customers on this in this poker, the Sport of Kings poker room.
Yeah.
Where we are, not yet.
There are no customers in there yet?
Not in this room, but they're all over. Have you driven by here lately?
No.
You know, I know since you've been out of town, because they.
Oh, I'm not allowed to drive.
It's a whole new thing over here at Gulfstream. If you haven't been by lately, it's palatial, and they're continuing. There's construction going on, like all the while, out here.
Well, here's some very unnerving news. I don't want to pee on your parade since you're doing a good shield job there, but the U.S. Department of the Interior has approved the gambling compact between Governor Charlie Crist and the Seminole tribe that would allow blackjack, baccarat, and Vegas-style slot machines at the tribe's 7 Florida casinos. But a spokeswoman for Attorney General Bill McCollum said yesterday he'll move quickly this week to get a federal judge to hold a hearing on a lawsuit filed last month to stop the agreement from going into effect until the Florida Supreme Court can decide whether it is legal. The compact has yet to be published in the Federal Register to take effect. The earliest that could happen is Monday, said Sandy Copes, McCollum's spokeswoman. We're right now exploring our options to best expedite our lawsuit, Cope said. Crist and the Tribal Council signed the compact in November. That's Charlie Gay, your governor. In exchange for the state allowing expanded gambling at the tribe's 7 casinos, Florida would collect $375 million over the first 3 years and a minimum of $100 million a year for the rest of the 25-year deal. But many state leaders have criticized the agreement, some claiming the state wouldn't get enough money. Others said Crist overstepped his authority. They were saying, "You fairy." Erin Isaac, a spokeswoman for Crist, said the governor was aware that the Department of Interior approved the compact on Monday. The governor hasn't made any further comments beyond that, she said. I think it's ironic, it's sweet irony, that the rednecks, the Yahoo Republicans in Florida, are so stupid that they were able to put over for a governor in Florida. I think that's sweet justice, really sweet. You know what I mean? Sweet? Stupid. House Speaker Marco Rubio of West Miami has contended that Crist was too lenient in granting the tribe permission to offer the expanded gambling and questioned the legality of authorizing games such as blackjack and baccarat that are illegal in Florida. You know, the phone hasn't rung once yet. I'm wondering if it's even working here. Oh, yeah, it sounds like it's working to me. Maybe that's just because you're out there at Gulfstream and you sound like you have a bad cold.
I do have a bad cold, although this Irish coffee ought to clear my head now.
Good. Legislative leaders have asked the Florida Supreme Court to invalidate the compact, arguing that Crist should have sought their approval. The Supreme Court plans a hearing on the case January 30th.
About 30, man.
Gary Richard, one of the Seminoles tribe's attorneys, said the Department of Interior had 45 days from the November 14 signing of the compact to raise objections. He said last night he didn't know whether the Interior Department formally approved the compact or let the 45-day window lapse without taking any action. From the federal government standpoint, publication in the Federal Register is the last step for the compact to take effect. The tribe, oh, there they go now. Now the phone is smoking, baby. You know who they all are going to be. The tribe, no, he's not on there yet. The tribe has given no indication how fast it could start offering expanded gambling if the legal challenges are resolved in its favor, man. The engines are just, engines gone wild. I'll get back to that list, I don't know, when I feel like it. I don't want to do them all. It's too many. Plus, a lot of them are ponderous. Like the next one on the list isn't the Master Chief, not even a real person, you know. Kind of cheesy.
Never heard of that.
WQAM, hello.
Jason Jerk socks.
WQAM, hello.
Neil.
Yes, sir.
Hey, I just put a phone charger up my rectum.
Good. WQAM, hello.
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 What you doing?
Yeah.
I'd like to get on there with Neil.
You're on there. You're it.
Oh, hey, Neil, how you doing? Years listening, man.
Just like I said a minute ago.
Hey, there you go. Been listening for years, never called in. I want to call in about the gambling thing. The people
about the gambling? About what gambling?
About Chris legalizing the gambling thing with the Indians. You know.
Yeah.
People that got problem with the gambling issues have problems with every other issue that doesn't convenient. It's not.
If they don't want to go there, stay home. You know, go somewhere else. Go to church.
Nobody's making them go gamble. Nobody's putting a gun to anybody's head and saying go to the gambling place.
Well, you're going to burn in hell for saying that, sir. You're going to rot in hell.
Well, you know what? They got to get in line. I got a bunch of other things I got to burn in hell.
Okay, go away. Wow. Thank you, by the way, for never calling before. I got to turn the heat off in here. Hang on a second. Do something.
Hey, I'll play a song.
No, don't do that.
Yeah, I wish I could, but I can't. Come on, Chris, have some music queued up. You know better. You know to have some filler music. There we go.
Edge off the icicle. I don't want to hear that again. He was playing that yesterday.
Yeah, I know. That's all he's got. Have a CD in there, man.
That's all he's got?
Well, I mean, he could play You Be Illin'.
WQAM,
like
hello.
Hi, Neil. Happy
New
Year.
Happy New Year, sir.
Is the light on or off?
And does it switch, or does it just stay on for a while, off for a while? Is it blank?
WQAM, hello.
Is the light on or off? Well,
radio. That's great.
Drop it. Look at that. I keep putting this on hold. Why am I doing that?
I don't know.
Operator error.
You know when I'm outside of the studio?
Yeah.
You know what the calls sound like? The same.
Crap.
The same, yeah.
Oh, like I said, crap. QAM, hello.
Hello, Neil?
Yes?
Hey, Neil, listen, about your poll. I always considered myself to be a straight individual, but after watching Tom Brady change his shoulder pads Saturday night, I felt something kind of stirring.
Yeah, I bet you did, yeah. WQAM, hello. Hello.
Hey, Neil.
Yeah.
Earlier you said something about Mr. Chief. That's the main character from some game.
Yeah, I know that. I said it's not a real person, right?
Oh, I thought you just said you didn't know who it was.
No, that's not what I said at all. I said it's not a real person.
Hey, Neil, just kiss it, baby.
Yeah. You notice that? They were like sitting on each other's lap. Gay. I think the reason that we had that number go down in our poll yesterday is a lot of liars. A lot of back in the closet, baby.
You fairy.
WQAM, hello.
Yeah, Neil.
Yeah.
Yesterday I called.
Uh-huh. And don't do it again.
He will.
Don't ever do it again. WQAM, hello.
Hello, Neil. How you doing?
Okay, sir?
Yeah, I'm just calling to see if George is going to go skating tonight. Is he going?
We don't care. Don't tell him.
All right. Too late.
Do it when you're on. I don't want to do skating when I'm on.
I know you want to do
I don't want to do
skating.
skating or sign language, okay? I want to do
I'm doing
homos
both
and
right at the
hockey.
same time.
Homos, hockey, and harness racing. WQAM, hello.
Can you play Taste Like a Penny?
QAM, hello.
Neil.
Yes.
Tim Cameron. He sucks. Oh.
WQAM, hello.
Can somebody help me tie my sneakers?
WQAM, hello. QAM, hola.
Yeah, Leanne Condola from Hallandale hates your guts.
Oh, great. He's still alive? What a bad... Oh, R.J. Intandola. He was the city manager.
Okay.
Back during my Hallandale war days with Sonny Rosenberg and that crowd of misfits there in Hallandale. We want Neil Rogers off the air. He's making fun of all us old blue hairs in Hallandale. He should rot in hell. Hubben and Dreer. Yeah, they're still alive, too. R.J. Intandola and Sonny Rosenberg. Evildoers. They should be on that list of evildoers. You ever drink any of that?
Yeah.
QAM, hello.
Has anyone ever called you the Don Rickles of radio phone?
WQAM, hello.
Ranger, he goes 3 wide.
WQAM, hello.
Hey, Happy New Year, Neil.
Back to you.
Hey, I know I heard you guys, or actually George, talking about the JJ or Jackson, whatever you call it, jerk show.
Jerks, yeah.
Oh, man, I don't know what was going on, but it was a disaster.
In what respect?
I don't know how long that's going to last, but...
well, what was the problem?
His producer, he was playing some I don't know who his producer is, but he was just making some funny noises in the background.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it was a bit or it was just the drop it or whatever it was. But they had some technical difficulties, as you say.
Really?
Real bad.
How surprising at QAM.
Oh, yeah, of course. They only put prime stuff on.
Yeah.
But
well, I'm
anyway,
glad you enjoyed the show. Okay, thanks. You enjoyed the jerk show yesterday, and of course it'll be back on again this afternoon at 2, and every day from 2 to 4 is, as long as it lasts.
It'll go off smooth today. I'm sure they worked out all the bugs. They shook it out yesterday.
Well, it'd be nice if they would show this poor guy what the hell's going on. This is not ESPN. I'm sure he's figured that out by now. This is not a real radio station, Twerp, whatever your name is. What's his name, Summit?
That's the name.
The funny part of it is that his buddy brought him down to Florida. That's the funny part. Last time that happened, it was Mo Howard David did with, what's his name? Schmeckel. Shy.
Who was a good guy.
Shy was a good guy, and then he got fired. Probably that was, and of course he was Jewish too, and an Israeli, so 80 strikes against him right there. You're out, Shy.
Maybe I can help.
This is Neil Rogers.
You're out.
It won't burn you.
This is the Neil Rogers Show.
Rock solid.
To the brain. Any questions?
Where's that press conference with Cameron?
Goodbye, Dan Fogelberg. Worst crap I ever heard, and You're not gonna be missed in the grocery store anymore.
It's 11:01 at 560 WQAM. Happy New Year. It's still not too late to say Happy New Year. At what point does it get to be too late? Like next week, I guess?
Tomorrow. This is the last day for that.
Today's the last day for Happy New Year?
I'm just being arbitrary.
Based on what? You
I
just made that up?
So I just pulled that out of my arse.
Well, screw you.
No.
Tomorrow I'm going to say Happy New Year.
Does it still sound stuffy?
7:48. It sounds stuffy?
Do I still sound stuffy?
Oh, yeah. Not as bad. Why, did you blow your nose?
No, I'm drinking Irish coffee.
Oh, you sound a little bit better.
I'll be in the tank by noon.
Chris will get your pot back up where it belongs, but nevertheless.
Come on, Chris, give me some pot.
I haven't touched this pot since I've read this.
Will you just relax?
Good.
You are such a nervous
That
Nelly.
means I hit it well.
I came in here this morning and sat down. I was, when you get up in the morning, it was 80 below zero last night, and I'm like sniffling a little bit. It's the wintertime allergies. And he said, "Oh, are you sick or something? Oh, gee."
Yeah, that's exactly how I sounded.
You've been hanging around Eric too long. That's your problem. And by the way, thanks to Eric for New Year's Eve bailing out Cordis. Cordis said, "Thank you very much, Eric." Because Eric did the bedtime stories. Because Cordis's exact words to me this morning were, "Oh, I wanted to go out and get hammered, so how unusual." Give Cordis the number for AA, okay? And give me the number for FA, Fatties Anonymous. God, am I fat. No, I am. I'm
really? Oh, no. Don't tell me.
And I checked online.
Yeah.
Canada Post, and my package is on the truck for delivery. Where the hell is it already with my pasta? Basta with the pasta already. Jesus Christ, that's the only way I'm going to lose any weight. The low-carb pasta and that sauce.
And walk. Do some walking.
You don't understand, do you? This is not the time of the year for walking.
Yeah, you got it.
It is minus 15 Celsius.
Get a coat. Put your
got a coat.
Steel-belted radials on your feet and go for a walk.
Doug Thompson asks, how many more Americans must die? There's a question that nobody asks presidential candidates in this year's run for the top job in the White House. It's a question that must be asked, how many more Americans must die before we end the illegal and immoral war in Iraq? Forget about timetables, forget about political implications, and forget about our so-called mission to bring democracy to that war-torn country. We no longer have democracy in the U.S., so how on earth can we export it to another country? This is a simple question of life and death. How many more dedicated men and women must die before we admit we were wrong and bring them home? The American death toll will soon top 4,000. I suspect it passed 4,000 a long time ago because the Pentagon played fast and loose with the numbers, and some who died after leaving the country with wounds died later from those wounds, but their deaths weren't listed as Iraq combat casualties. But the issue here is morality, not numbers. It was wrong for the U.S. to invade a country that posed no immediate threat to our way of life. We weren't supposed to do things like that. If one American dies from an illegal and immoral act, then it is one American too many. The blood of every American killed or wounded in that war stains the hands of everyone who helped promote the invasion. The Bush administration hacks who cooked the intelligence data, the members of Congress who voted to authorize the invasion, the media that fell for the flag-waving propaganda, and every right-wing nutcase that continues to promote the slaughter as some God-given right of America to kill those who disagree with us. America's become a bigger tyrant than those we seek to overthrow. We're an international bully feared on some front and despised on many more. Respect for this nation vanished on the international stage long ago. Even the late Pope warned George W. Bush that invading Iraq would be a criminal act. Even Papa knew that. The presidential campaign treats the Iraq war as a taboo subject that must be handled with hyperbole and double talk. Among the frontrunners on both sides, only Democrat Barack Obama voted against the invasion of Iraq, but even his comments have tempered of late. Hillary Clinton voted for the invasion and has refused to apologize for that vote. John Edwards has changed his position more times than couples in the sex education video, and Republican frontrunners march in goose step with Bush on the war. Republican Ron Paul and Democrat Dennis Kucinich based much of their campaigns on opposition to the war, but barring a major upset in the primary, neither stand much of a chance of winning their party's nomination. So it's time to ask the question to those who stand the best chance of becoming the candidates, how many more Americans must die in Iraq? The only acceptable answer is none, says Dougie T. Well, there's Mike Huckabee.
In decades. You'll tell your kids and grandkids, I helped make political history.
Right. We put a Farbisinate Goy in the White House. Of course, we already got one, and look, that's working out pretty good, isn't it? That's just what we need is this preacher, this Bible-thumping, hate-mongering preacher from Arkansas, another goofball. And it's really interesting how he's like skyrocketed to the top because the Christian right, he embraces all their bigoted positions on every issue you can come down the pike with. All their anti-science, anti-intellectual, Stone Age, flat earth crap. There's Mitt Romney. There's another one with his magic underwear. WQAM, hello. Not there. QAM, hello. Oh, phone's ringing, George. I better go get it.
Oh, okay, go get it. Hey, Chris, play that music. Play You Be Illin this time, would you? It's under You Be Illin.
You Be Illin? Okay.
Yeah. Yo, Jay. Come on now. Quicker than that.
Wait.
This is way better than that.
Only good news, kill that crap. A box arrived downstairs. How do you like that?
Let's get into it. There's your pasta.
I hope.
You're not going to get that during the show, are you?
You're not going to
start making that during the show, are you?
No, I'm not going to do that during the show. What kind of, and have my blood sugar go skyrocketing during the show because I'm working while I'm eating? Don't you remember that song?
Yeah.
Whistle while you work while you eat, something like that?
Whistle, you're a jerk. You've done that before, though. I mean, you've gotten your blood sugar all through the ceiling during the show.
Yeah, I remember the lady brought by that.
Oh, I know. The rugula.
Yeah, rugelach, not rugula. A rugelach. During the show, and I did hear died on the air. Thanks a lot, bitch.
I had to wheel you out.
It's like that woman that kept bringing the Smarties to the hockey games, and I kept begging her, don't bring these. I'm addicted to them. I'm diabetic. They're going to kill me. And I would get sick during the game, and my head would be pounding, and the game would be sucking, and oh, my God. Stop doing that. People killing you with kindness. I don't want no candy, okay? If I want Smarties, I can go right across the street and buy all I want. I can buy a bushel barrel full of Smarties. Jackass bitch. WQAM, hello.
I saw Jesus.
WQAM, hello.
Jorge, the Puerto Rican, he's Neil Psychic and he really sucks.
WQAM, hello.
Yes, Neil, does George know how to do triple stop?
WQAM, hello.
How you doing, Neil?
Okay.
Right, no more Happy New Year. How about, I hope the best for you this coming year, Neil, okay?
All the best.
All right, now, how about this? I love you,
WQAM, hello.
Haitians, Jamaicans, and Cubans.
WQAM, hello. Hello.
Oh. Neil.
Yeah.
We're on our way to see George. Hi, George.
WQAM.
Come on.
Yeah, you there?
Yeah, why not go over to Gulf Street and see George face to face?
Oh,
Come
yeah.
on. I'd love to see that.
Double dog dare you.
I come down to watch that.
Uh-huh.
Yes, sir.
Am I in?
Yeah, you're in.
Well, forget it now.
Okay, good. Just as well. WQAM, hello.
Hey, Neil.
Yes, sir.
Happy New Year, bro. What's up?
Happy New Year, yeah.
Hey, listen. I voted yes on the poll. Strictly straight, bro. Strictly straight. Julio. And I think Jason Taylor's cuter than Brady. Okay, bye.
Yeah. WQAM, hello.
Hey, good afternoon, Uncle Neely. Happy New Year.
Yes, sir. Good evening.
Happy New Year, George.
Yo, yo.
Hey, man, just one quick thing first for my shtick. People are freaking have their dogs in sweaters down here right now. I can't believe it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Poor babies. Oh, it's in the 30s. What are we going to do?
Hey, Neil, can you do me a favor? I've always wanted you to do this. Can you put all these crazies on the phone at the same time with each other?
No. Yeah, put them all on the phone, and then I'll just walk out.
If we could put them all in one room at the same time, that
would be good.
Something.
With you right there in the middle of the
Oh, yeah. Come on. I brought a goon.
762 on the poll, and we're going to have, I think, over 800 by 11 o'clock. Yeah, we should be set for 1,000 a day. This should be pretty easy. And it's a fabulous poll. Gross, disgusting choices on there. They're all picking their navel lint and each other's... That's probably what they're doing at Darone's house now. They're picking each other's navel.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, yeah. And toe cheese.
You had to go there?
Oh. And they're probably picking each other's...
Rectum.
Ooh.
All right.
WQAM, hello.
Hi, Grandma.
WQAM, hello.
Did you feel that the abuse that George is taking is...
WQAM, hello.
Neil, good morning, sir. How are
Yes,
you?
sir. Okay.
Hey, belated Happy New Year to you, sir.
Yeah, and the same to you.
Hey, you know, it's not the same on this radio station anymore with the hammer gone.
Yeah.
And you know what? He gave the infamous finger on the way out the other night on his farewell. You know that, don't you?
Mm-hmm. And?
But I'm just saying, it's not going to be the same if you leave either. What are we going to do down here without
Probably
you?
find out what station I'm on and listen to me there. That's probably the way it works. WQAM, hello.
Neil, in the real world, the Patriots rule here in South Florida. Everybody's eating tuna fish sandwiches while he fired everybody. What?
WQAM, hello.
Neil, what exactly did that preacher from Arkansas offend you with? How do you...
WQAM, hello.
Hey, Happy New Year, Neil.
Back to you.
Hey, just keep us posted on where you're going, sir. I hope you have a good year. You make a lot of money. Just me and you, we can make a lot of money as well.
Yeah, just
including
me
George.
and you, yeah. Just me. Not you. Just me. I don't share. I share with people I want to share with, not some stranger on the phone who wants to suck up my money, okay? Wants to siphon off all these Klingons, man. Just me and you, baby. 50-50, yeah. I heard that before. How we doing on the survey? 762. Chris is just hot to trot to get to 1,000, especially with George out there at Gulfstream, kind of in limbo.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're going to be doing this every Thursday? Is that the idea?
No.
I don't mean at Gulfstream, but I mean somewhere.
Hopefully once a month somewhere.
Once a month?
In different places.
That's the scam that Flea's got going for
That's a great scam. I love that man.
Mm-hmm. Good.
I love his wife
George
more.
needs the money, believe me.
You seen his wife lately?
Have I seen whose wife?
Lee's.
I don't know. Didn't know he had a wife. Does he share that with you too?
Not yet.
Well, keep working on it.
Jenny, you were a hottie. Now they're saying you're chubby. I saw the pictures of your cottage cheese butt, and I said to myself, okay, well, so what? Jenny, I know you're plumper, I still think you're fine. Jenny, I like a big dumper, 36, 24, 49, 36, 24, 49, 36, 24, 49, 36, 24, 49. Jenny, I would still hit that, 36, 24, 49. When there's cameras around, you might want to cover your 36, 24, 49.
Rectum.
36, 24, 49.
11:17. I don't know what it is, man. The last couple of days, I feel nature call. I feel it's almost
Really?
time to rejoice. Yeah, I don't know what that's
By the way,
all about.
I found the restroom finally, and I got a little bit lost in there. It's kind of huge.
You got lost in the
The
tea room?
restroom, it's amazing. Like it's
Was
amazing.
there anybody in there tapping their toe?
No, it was all empty except for me.
I see. Maybe the guy that chews the horses was in there.
Maybe.
Anyway, Iowa pastors who support Republican Mike Huckabee for president have received letters warning them that getting involved in politics could endanger the taxes against status of their churches. Several pastors who have publicly backed Huckabee, a Southern Baptist minister whose support from many evangelicals, said they have received the letters which have no return address, surprisingly. Sure. They've arrived in the weeks leading up to today's precinct caucuses. 2 letters were sent to the Reverend Brad Sherman of Solid Rock Christian Church.
Rock solid.
In Coralville. The first arrived a couple of weeks ago and warned that he could be prosecuted for his support of Huckabee. I just laughed. Nobody lands in jail for this, he said. Someone's tried to intimidate Christians from getting involved. Good. Good. I say all religious nuts, regardless of which brand we're talking about, all religious nuts should be prevented from voting. Wouldn't that be a good idea?
Sure, why not?
A second letter came yesterday alleging that the Internal Revenue Service is looking for churches that back candidates in violation of tax rules and mentioned Iowa Senator Charles Grassley, a Republican. Now, what just happened there?
I hit my microphone there.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, I got it. Oh, it was a mosquito. It was attacking me.
A Republican who sought information about spending by high-profile ministries. Well, maybe the Skeeter's looking for a warm
I
place
had to
to
defend
land.
myself. Well, they found it.
The Reverend Kevin Hollinger of First Baptist Church in Algona has received 3 similar letters. Although Hollinger has endorsed Huckabee, he hasn't urged his congregation to support a particular candidate. I just encourage people to get out and vote and use their biblical principles, Hollinger said. I don't tell people who to vote for. Hollinger said he doubted that the letters would intimidate anybody. The Reverend Rex Deckard has received 9 letters, including 3 yesterday. Deckard, a Calvary Apostolic Church in Des Moines, said he wondered about the motive of the letter writers and assumed they must think pastors are ignorant of the rules regarding church involvement in politics. Regardless, he said, the letters won't change his intention of caucusing for Huckabee. I'm very impressed with him as a person. I think he's a tremendous individual, Deckard said. He's farbissant enough for me. Jim Harris, a Huckabee spokesman in Little Rock, Arkansas, said the campaign was aware of the letters, but didn't know how many pastors received them or they were just being sent in Iowa. How do you like that? Don't be supporting no farbissant goy like that, because he's the wrong flavor. He is not the flavor du jour. 777 on the poll. 77. How come you're not playing any drop-ins?
Hey!
Huh?
I wish I could. I can make sounds with my mouth. Want to hear something?
Don't be making sounds with your mouth.
How about this one?
WQAM, hello.
Irish coffee.
Who's always on medication?
How do you like that? They got the pivot girl in there, too. Can you envision the scene that goes on there? Can you just...
I really don't want to. Not before lunch. I'm not drunk enough yet.
And this is an everyday, Monday through Friday.
Oh, yeah.
This goes on
It is
every
the
single
life.
day in that place.
That's all they've got.
In that pit, wherever these 3 lunatics are, in that pit, every single day. Hi, Ron! Hi, Ron! Prozac! Medication! I got news for you, boy. You won't hear this on any other show in the free world. That's right.
That's not a selling point.
No. WQAM, hello. That's a sticking point. Well, I'm really excited that my box is downstairs. WQAM, hello.
Hi, George. I'm over here.
WQAM, hello.
Hey, Neil.
Yes, sir.
You better tell George you better watch it. He'll get fired for being drunk on the job.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Fire me.
Just tell him.
Yeah.
Hey,
Tell him, Neil. I'm just trying to help you guys out.
WQAM, hello.
Yes, my question is, why would you send George to a racetrack?
I didn't send anybody anywhere, okay, sir?
You wouldn't know a
Mr.
donkey
G.
from a...
Yeah. No, that wasn't Mr. G.
Sure
That was, it was?
Yeah.
No.
Trust me.
Reverend
Wearing headphones.
WQAM, hello.
Class 60, you're up here.
And QAM, hello.
Oh, Norma Kent.
Wow. They're kind of muffled today, too. Maybe they're wearing mufflers because it's so damn cold.
That could
Think
be.
that's it? They're really kind of like, oh, like that. What are you thinking on the poll there, Chris? You got 778. That's not so great. You'll be over 800 by the noon hour. That's generally the, that's what we need to get to your 1,000.
We'll hit $1,000.
So it's the big Iowa caucus, and you notice all the heavy political conversation going on here on QM, because what does it have to do? And how come we're not carrying the Scam Cameron press conference getting fired?
We ought to.
I mean, I think Clarence is slipping, if you ask me.
All the engineers are at Gulfstream.
What?
All the engineers are down at Gulfstream.
Yeah,
Also,
all of
in other
them.
words, even if we wanted
One.
to carry it, we couldn't. I just went over to a sports center there on TSN. They don't have it. See, I guess most places don't want to carry a press conference with something that everybody already knows what the outcome is, because everybody knows that Scam Cameron and all the coaches except 2 got canned this morning. They got canned. They weren't told that they're free to go somewhere. They got fired is what they got.
But
okay,
don't we
you
do
idiots
that?
at the Sun Sentinel.
Don't we do that all the time anyway? Carry a press conference when we know what they're going to say, or they've already
Yes,
said it.
that's my point. That's what I'm saying. What's the point?
It kills time, and
Yeah,
you
that
take
would
a
be
rest.
nice.
You could go downstairs and get your box.
That was right. I could put some on the stove. QAM, hello.
Like a juiced steroid baseball. Going.
WQAM, hello.
I hate Byron Allen.
WQAM, hello.
Neil,
Yes, sir.
what's just about you leaving the radio station?
Oh. Well, what does that mean? Well, what does that question mean?
What station should I listen to you to go when you're gone?
I'll let you know, sir. If I have a deal somewhere, I'll let you know, okay?
Exxon. Sinclair.
What's this about you leaving? What's this? What's this?
Well, we're gonna
Okay,
get a
I'm
year
giving
of
you a
that.
big salute, sir. What's this? God. I'm going to tell you something, seriously. If you had any, well, I think you do have some idea. how thrilled I am to be here and not to be there. It could be 100 below zero
Right.
here, and I would still be in ecstasy
every
over the
idea
fact that
how
I'm
you
not
feel.
there. Oh, my goodness. WQAM, hello. WQAM, hello.
Hey, Neil, I'm Mexican. I need some money. Giggity.
Yeah, okay. How unusual.
Stand in line.
Yeah. Too late, pal. Somebody beat you to it already.
All of Mexico.
Yeah. Hamburger schlepper. That's what they eat.
Really?
25 past 11 at 560. Don't forget the second edition of the Jason Jerk Show today at 2 o'clock. Ought to be a big improvement over yesterday when the board op.
Yeah, be there right at the beginning. That's the best part. Just to see if they
can get on the air.
If they can get
we're good ones to talk the way things have been going here lately.
This is true.
What was that deal on Monday? That was very exciting. That was
That was Weekend Potchkage.
Yeah. Weekend lunatics, weekend little children, Clarence's boyfriends playing games in a radio station like it was an Erector set.
By the way, we did trace it down, and the buttons being pushed that had no business being pushed is what the cause of that was. That's why nobody saw it right away, because people are just
How unusual.
pressing buttons at random with
How
no
unusual.
rhyme or reason.
I'll tell you one thing, the Joe Bell era, man, it's not quite as good as not as perfect as the scammer era almost was, but pretty damn close. And don't forget, 2 weeks from today, the book comes out. Oh, baby. What am I hearing there?
Door opening and closing.
Oh. It's an interesting sound effect. I don't hear any people, though.
Did you hear typing?
No.
Okay.
I don't hear any, other than you, I hear no people in there.
They're people.
What are they doing?
Milling about.
Oh.
I am not gay. I never have been gay.
Brand.
Brand. $6,000. You fairy.
Uncontrollable oily discharge.
One of the hardest parts of my job is to connect Iraq to the war on terror.
Love me and agree with me.
Jesus for the homo.
You fairy.
Hey, she is a handsome woman.
If this were a dictatorship, it'd be a heck of a lot easier. Just so long as I'm the dictator.
I am not gay. I never have been gay. Gay, 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 gay. Not gay, not gay. Gay, 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 gay.
Hey, that's a good-looking guy. Gay.
I hear the voices. Voices. I'm the commander guy.
We are the Moonanites, and our culture is advanced beyond all that you can possibly comprehend with 100% of your brain.
That's how we define Common Article 3. And it's a good standard for the countries that you just called. What did Iraq have to do with what?
The attack on the World Trade Center.
Nothing.
Oh, God. Why didn't anybody tell me? Oh, my God. My insides are on fire. No, please. No more. No. Get the phone. Call 911. Okay. I think it's all gone. I think it's... I don't want to... Peter, I need you to hold my ears.
11:32 at QM. Any update on when the engineer might be showing up here, Chris?
Yeah, no update.
Because I keep hitting this damn mic switch on, off, and It's dying over
Hey, at
here.
least you have a mic switch.
Yeah, that's true.
I have a
Doesn't work, but at least I got one. Richard Mellon Scaife, 75, and you're going to think I'm going to say he's dead. No, the news isn't that good. The conservative Pittsburgh banking billionaire who nearly succeeded in driving President Clinton from office had lunch with Clinton last summer and said, "I never met such a charismatic man in my whole life." In his first interview in 8 years, Scaife, who's going through a bitter divorce from his second wife, Richie, 60, also told Vanity Fair that philandering is something that Bill Clinton and I have in common. Scaife's marriage to Richie ended in 2005 after a private eye she'd hired photographed him at a seedy motel with a woman named Tammy Vasco, 43, whose criminal history includes 2 arrests for prostitution. After noting that his first marriage also ended with an affair, Scaife told Vanity Fair he no longer believes in monogamy. "I don't want people throwing rocks at me in the street, but I do believe in open marriage," he said. Too bad he doesn't believe in prenups. Scaife is said to be paying $1 million a month in interim alimony to Richie, who's also been arrested twice since the split. Now, this is interesting. I have a text message here from our friend the professor.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what mile marker Mad Dog's restaurant is on? I didn't even know Mad Dog had a restaurant.
Yeah, in Islamorada.
Do we know what mile marker it's on?
We can find out. And by we, I mean Chris.
Yeah, work on it, Chris. You going to work on it?
Yeah, going on it now.
We're working on it for you, Professor, okay? Anyway. Richie was charged with trespassing and spent the night in jail after she tried to take a cell phone photo through Scaife's dining room window of him and Tammy having a romantic candlelit dinner. The second arrest came after Richie tried to repossess Scaife's favorite dog, a yellow lamb named Beauregard, as he was being walked on the street. She was charged with assault and being sued by 3 Scaife employees who claimed she beat them up. Before Scaife had reclaimed the pooch from Richie, he'd put a sign on his front lawn that read, "Wife and dog missing, reward for dog." How different it was in 1979 when the couple met at a dinner party and fell in love. "I always called him my snuggle bunny, and he called me his precious," she told Vanity Fair. At their wedding in 1991, she had a huge fireworks display which climaxed with blazing display on the lawn in sparkling letters, "Richie loves Dick." Some Pittsburgh matrons are still aghast over the language. "My mind doesn't work that way. Please," Richie said, "his name is Dick, and how evil of them because I was saying I loved my husband." Sounds like a real classy guy, Richard Mellon Scaife. Typical right-wing a-hole, man. Finger pointer.
83.
83 what?
Mile marker 83.
There you go, Professor. No extra charge. Now, I'm assuming he's listening because I'm not going to, send a message back. If you're not listening, well, I'll write it down.
Actually, 82.8.
82.8?
Yeah. I mean
what does that mean?
I don't know. Like, just short of 83.
I see.
So if you hit 83, maybe you've gone too far.
WQAM, hello.
Not far enough.
Mad Dog.
WQAM, hello. What are you laughing about?
The calls.
They're serious, and
I
you're
know.
laughing.
That's what
WQAM, hello.
Hey, Neil, how you doing?
Okay, sir.
Happy New Year to you.
And back to you.
I been listening to you for about 20 years.
Yeah.
I got it figured out that you're leaving. I got it figured out that the reason why, and I got it figured out that I ought to be able to find you after you're gone.
Mm-hmm.
2 things I can't understand. There's one thing, how these idiots can call you at this point and say, "What's this thing about you're going?" It's one thing. Anybody who listens to you for 30 minutes ought to understand that. And the other is how these other goofballs can keep calling and calling and calling with this meaningless crap and these one-liners that's supposed to be funny. And I don't know. I just don't understand.
Don't you know where you are? Haven't you looked around lately and seen where you are?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I've been here for so long. I figured I've lived here for 45 years, so this is I'm so used to it. I guess I'm oblivious.
Mm-hmm.
But anyhow, I just wanted to tell you Happy New Year and all the best to you, my friend.
Okay, all the best to you, sir. Thank you so much. Okay. What's this about you leaving, Neil? What's all this about? Oh, what's all this? What's this about? There's no God and no Santa Claus. 806 votes on the poll. Which personal hygiene routine do you have the most trouble sticking to on a regular basis? Flossing 405. Now, that anybody can understand that. It's a pain in the... It's
Sure.
just annoying.
Even those little floss picks, with the floss.
I do have those, though.
Yeah,
I do have
still
those. Yeah, those are good. In fact, maybe I'll do that now.
All right.
Kill some good
Do
time.
a play-by-play.
That could be a regular feature on the show. Neil flosses.
Huh? Don't stop there.
Shaving 77, cleaning out my belly button lint 67. It smells just like Josh Friedman's ass. Trimming my nose or ear hair for 48. Applying cologne or perfume, 43. Brushing my teeth, 40. Cleaning the wax out of my ears, 28. Trimming my nails, 26. Cleaning out my toe cheese, 20. Bathing, 19. Now, that's a toughie. Using mouthwash, 10. Cleaning out the dirt from under my nails, 8. See, I don't have that problem because I bite my fingernails. I don't have any. So I don't have any dirt under there.
Stop that.
Stop what? No
Chewing
way.
your fingernails.
Get out of here. Why? I don't want to.
I don't know.
I don't want to.
They tell you that. Don't do it. I don't know why they say that.
I'm going to do it. Using deodorant, 7. Brushing or combing my hair, 5. And washing my hair, only 3. Out of 811 votes. You're going to do it, Chris. You got it licked.
All right.
I got a Michael Moore column here. Who do we vote for this time around? Fairly lengthy, though.
Ooh.
Long. Boys, it goes on and on. Pop, 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 pop. And why would I want to do that when we got these good calls? WQAM, hello.
Uncle Neil.
Yes, sir.
I put a handful of tacks up my rectum.
WQAM, hello.
Hey, Neil, my problem is I always forget to wipe.
Yeah, smells like it. WQAM, hello.
Yeah, ma.
WQAM, hello.
Neil.
Yeah.
That multigrain pasta in this cold weather together gives me winter leakage.
Mm-hmm.
Just can't stop it, but that's all.
Yeah,
the
okay.
only problem is cleaning it up.
Wow.
How can you knock these calls, man?
I'm not.
Angry Bush will stonewall CIA probe. He's pissed off, your president, baby. President Bush tried to stop Attorney General Michael McCasey from launching a criminal investigation of the CIA's destruction of tapes showing torture of a prisoner and has ordered top White House officials to stonewall the probe, Capitol Hill Blue has learned. Bush is reportedly livid that McCasey went ahead with the investigation, even discussed firing the Attorney General, but senior administration officials talked the president out of taking action that would add fuel to suspicions of a cover-up. Suspicions, right. While the administration may put on a public face of cooperation, the White House will take a tough stance from prosecutors who will seek interviews with current and former administration officials who participated in the meeting where destruction of the videotapes was discussed. White House insiders described the president's mood as dour and resigned to the implications of a Justice Department investigation, but legal observers in Washington believe the administration can successfully stall the probe and doubt the effectiveness of the administration trying to examine its own criminal behavior. What is it that I'm hearing there?
Door opening and closing.
Wow. No extra charge for the sound
That's
effects
right.
today, by the way.
Oh, we could generate some more.
Biggest names. The best.
Is that in a key room or what?
No.
A heart or a liver?
You rocked out to Guitar Hero. Now it's time to take it easy with Soft Rock Hero.
Top score on Air Supply! Dude, you totally don't rock!
Soft Rock Hero is the video game kids love to play and Mom loves to listen to.
Time to take it to the next level. You're gonna play Toto? No. Softer. Dan Fogelberg? Softer. Ambrosia! Woo!
Soft Rock Hero has all your light favorites like Gloria Estefan, Poco, Kenny Loggins, and the king of soft rock himself.
Hey, I'm Michael Bolton. Think you can be as big a wussy as me? We'll find out.
Soft Rock Hero. The game is hard. The music, not so much.
I mean, look at Rosie. Anybody that has to kiss Rosie, I feel very sorry for.
Cell phone video of Saddam Hussein's execution. Senator Nicole Smith has until the end of the day to get a paternity test for her 4-month-old daughter. Smith claims that boyfriend Howard K. Stern is the father.
The Colts of Indianapolis win Super Bowl 41.
The tug of war over Anna Nicole's body. Howard K. Stern wants to bury Anna Nicole in the Bahamas.
A space shuttle astronaut is due in a Florida courtroom this morning to face serious charges stemming from an alleged love triangle. Police say 43-year-old Lisa Nowak was armed with a BB gun and knife when she drove from Houston to Orlando to confront a woman she considered her romantic rival. There are reports that she even wore diapers to not stop.
It's called Live Earth, and it will involve concerts on 7 continents to promote awareness of global warming.
Video of Britney Spears with a shaved head circulates over the internet now and around the world.
Well, it took a big court battle, but the body of Anna Nicole Smith has finally been embalmed.
America voted. Sanjaya, you
are going home tonight.
Former Russian President Boris Yeltsin has died at the age of 76.
Rosie O'Donnell delivered a bombshell on The View this morning, announcing she's leaving the show.
Could Paris Hilton be going to jail? More legal trouble today for actor David Hasselhoff.
Big, fat, lesbian, loud Rosie attacks innocent, pure Christian Elizabeth.
Lindsay Lohan cracks up her car.
Jailed life for Paris Hilton. The hotel heiress is spending her first full day in a county lockup.
Paris Hilton has been sprung.
Remanding Paris Hilton back into custody immediately.
If President Bush had not acted, Vice President Cheney's former aide would have been reporting to prison in a matter of weeks. Al Gore's son has been released from a Santa Ana jail after reportedly posting a $20,000 bail.
Actress Lindsay Lohan is now out of rehab and reportedly already spent the weekend partying in Las Vegas.
Anti-war activist Cindy Sheehan and several hundred protesters are calling for the impeachment of President Bush.
You know, we had Lindsay Lohan booked on the show tonight, but apparently she was already booked.
And have you heard about the Britney Spears photo shoot? Her behavior has been described now as a complete meltdown.
Nicole Richie is pregnant. Richie pled guilty last week to driving under the influence last December for driving the wrong way on the freeway.
Another mugshot for Lindsay Lohan.
Barry Bonds has become baseball's new home run king, but is his record tainted?
Playing bumper cars with Britney Spears. Could this be her latest meltdown? The mother of two reportedly crashing her Mercedes into a parked station wagon in Hollywood. When inspecting the damage, she managed to hit the car again.
Karl Rove has called it quits.
The flooding was so bad Hillary Clinton had to switch from her pantsuit to a wetsuit.
Mattel is recalling millions of Chinese-made toys today.
On the day Michael Vick should have been with his Atlanta Falcons teammates getting ready for tonight's big game, the star quarterback instead was in a federal courtroom pleading guilty to dogfighting charges.
Senator Larry Craig is denying any wrongdoing despite a guilty plea stemming from an incident in an airport men's room.
Craig stated he is not gay 3 times, saying he did nothing wrong at the Minneapolis airport.
Earlier today, a very confused President Bush ordered a ban on all pencils imported from China because he said they may contain lead.
I hope Idahoans will allow me to continue serving gay people at the Minneapolis airport.
Las Vegas police are calling O.J. Simpson a suspect. He says he was conducting, quote, a sting operation at a sink and stumbling around. Britney Spears' big comeback fall flat. Pamela Anderson has walked down the aisle once again.
You guys should know by now Britney Spears has lost custody of her children. Yeah, that's it. But who's going to tuck them in at night and lip sync a lullaby to them?
Kid Rock is out of jail following his arrest after allegedly fighting outside a Waffle House restaurant in the Atlanta area. Harry Potter fans, this one's for you. It turns out the character Dumbledore is gay.
Vice President Dick Cheney is going hunting again.
I don't know if the Riders going to strike or not.
Pats and Colts, this is the latest in NFL history that unbeaten teams have met.
House Democrats introduced a proposal yesterday to impeach Vice President Dick Cheney.
Another heart scare for Vice President Dick Cheney.
Controversial radio host Don Imus is back on the air.
Former Vice President Al Gore and members of the UN Climate Change Panel are now officially Nobel laureates for their work on global warming.
Pats beat Pittsburgh 34-13, 13-0 now. The
NBC announced that Jay Leno and Conan O'Brien are returning to TV in January.
Pamela Anderson, she filed for divorce on Friday. Then yesterday, she had a change of heart.
Oh, here we go with this crap again. This old lang syne, man.
Rock solid.
Oops. How about 2 cups? Okay, 10 till noon at QAM. How's George doing out there at Gulf Stream?
Doing great.
He's rocking now or what?
It is. It's people are starting to show up. You know, not to see me or anything like that. But
well, why not?
Because I don't know. Because nobody listens. But you know, the place is opening now, and so they're serving the food. You're going to hear me eating. They have Pepsi here. That's how classy this joint is. And speaking of classy,
yes,
I just used the magic room over there. It's
again?
No, I mean for real this time.
Oh.
And
well, what do you mean for real? Oh, that was just a joke the first time?
It's a test drive. It's one of those classy restrooms that you feel like there should be an attendant in there, and I kept looking around. You know, I had $1 out looking for somebody to give it to, but there was nobody there. Everything's automated, like the electric
like
I-beam.
He was going to pay $1 to an attendant?
Self-flushing toilets.
I always tip. He was tapping his feet first before I give him a buck.
I always tip the attendant. I give him $1 and I get that expensive gum.
I'll be damned.
Yeah.
John Wiener writes, no, not John Wiener that you know, not Stugatz. John Wiener in The Nation. Hillary's man problem.
She has a man problem?
Oh, yeah. A lot of men don't like Hillary. A lot of men say they don't want to vote for Hillary, even Democratic men. A new LA Times Bloomberg poll released December 28 shows that only 19% of Democratic men favor Clinton in upcoming caucuses and primaries, less than 1 out of 5. The implications for Hillary are ominous. Since she can't expect Republican men to vote for her, how can she win the election? That poll focused on likely voters in the Iowa caucuses and New Hampshire primaries, but other polls asking a national sample about November elections have come up with similar results. A Washington Post ABC poll in November found that in a Clinton-Giuliani matchup, men preferred Giuliani 51 to 44%. In a CNN poll, only 41% of men said Clinton is somebody they admire compared to 57% of women who said that. Why do so many men dislike Clinton? Is it simply because she's a woman? Susan Carroll, senior scholar at Rutgers University Center for the American Women in Politics, told me that politics provides a more important explanation than sexism. Men are more likely than women to identify as Republicans, she explained. Men are more likely than women to prefer Republican candidates and their policy positions. Men's partisan preferences are the main reason why many of them wouldn't vote for Clinton. Many of the men who say they won't vote for Clinton wouldn't vote for any Democratic candidate, man or woman. But that doesn't explain the Democratic men who won't vote for Clinton. Some of them disagree with her on the issues, especially her vote on the Iraq War. But for others, the explanation may lie in simple hostility to the idea of any woman as president. Now that's sad. I think Madeleine Albright would have been okay.
You know, can we dislike her because she sucks? And
you know who would have been really good is Barbara Jordan, but of course now she's dead, and then we found out she was a dyke. We sure don't want a dyke for president. Maybe that's why they don't like Hillary. Even if some Democratic men won't vote for her in November, Clinton could still get elected if she won enough votes from Republican women. In fact, that's what the Clinton campaign is predicting. Mark Penn, a Clinton senior strategist and pollster, told reporters in October that Clinton could win 24% of Republican women. With that gain, Hillary could win the election even if 20% of Democratic men voted Republican, according to Daily Kos. However, recent Rasmussen polls show Clinton winning only 18% of Republican women rather than the required 24%, while losing 20% of Democratic men. That's not enough Republican women to get Clinton elected. Clinton advocates point out that if she got 40%, let me say it again, 44% of the male vote in November, the figure in the Washington Post poll matchup with Giuliani, she'd end up ahead of Kerry, who only got 41% of men in 2004. She'd also end up ahead of Al Gore, who got 42% of men in 2000. Amazingly, if she did get that 44% of men in November, she'd be doing better than Bill Clinton, who only got 43% of the male vote when he won his re-election race in 96. According to the Center for American Women in Politics at Rutgers, Bill Clinton's 43% of men is the best a Democratic candidate has done in the last 25 years. That suggests Hillary's man problem is not very serious, but still might bring her defeat in November. Of course, Kerry and Gore would have won if they'd had more votes from men, and Bill Clinton won only because Ross Perot siphoned off conservative male votes from the Republicans. The December polls show Hillary beating Giuliani, but only by 1 or 2 points, too close for comfort, and losing to McCain by a frightening 5 points. Oh, my God, McCain. Talk about WW3. Talk about the bombs bursting in air.
By the way, have you noticed his cheek ain't so swollen anymore?
No.
He's almost symmetrical. Almost.
Yeah, but you ought to see his
rectum.
Ass.
No.
That's the cheek with the big swelling in it. He's a crazy person. He is certifiably crazy. And maybe that's what America needs right now. We've already got a crazy president, so why not have another one? They seem that, they're getting used to it. Well, there's Kerry Giddens from the Iowa Democratic Party. What is she
A secure media website to a public website and to media outlets across the country and the world.
Kerry Giddens from the Iowa Democratic Party says caucus results from precincts across the state are phoned in by party officials. The information is fed directly into a new computerized system to ensure faster and accurate results.
When a precinct chair calls in to report the numbers from their precinct,
special coverage tonight on WQAM. Not. Well, how could we have that on the air when we got something as important as Hurricane Hotline?
Right.
And we got the Orange Bowl at 7:35. That Orange Bowl game. Who's playing in the Orange Bowl, by the way? Anybody I care about, Chris?
Oh, wow, I just forgot who it is.
Anybody with a hot quarterback?
Oh, I wouldn't know.
We got tickets for it, though.
Are we giving them away?
Over here, yeah.
Well, how does anybody know that?
Buttloads of it because we say. And not only that, but we have T-shirts, and then Gulfstream has like 2,500 T-shirts for the first however many people show up and buy one of those, what do you call them? What do you race people call them? The handicapper booklet thingies?
Racing form?
That's it. The Gulfstream Park handicapper.
Kansas, Virginia Tech.
Kansas, Virginia Tech. Rhymes with Drek. Who the hell wants to see that? Good news for you, though, is we got 836 on the poll, which means we're going to make that 1,000 today, I think.
All right.
837. See, they're pouring in by the ones. There's Mike Huckabee again. He's holding up.
Don't repent for my big mouth. And that's why I go on TV to apologize. On TV. Yes, I'm on TV to apologize. On Larry King. I go on TV to apologize. Don't hate me. I cry on TV to apologize. I cry on TV to apologize.
How did you email me the story, which I already had, by the way?
Some celebrity and I'm sorry.
I'd rather bet on my own skill.
What?
Oh, hey, I'm sorry. Talking to people now.
Who are you talking to?
Listeners showing up now. They open the doors.
You sound like you got a really bad cold, by the way.
I do have a really bad cold. I'm all stuffy. What does that have to do with the free
nasal.
food and booze I'm getting? So anyway, this place is open now, and we have free Orange Bowl tickets and T-shirts for the people that show up.
Free tickets for the Orange Bowl,
What's
and we
this
got
place called?
T-shirts. Anybody that shows up at
Sport of
Gulfstream
Kings.
there to see George, okay?
Second floor, Sport of Kings
and maybe he'll
restaurant.
even give you $100 to gamble with, but I doubt it.
No, I don't.
Oh. How did you send me the story, which I already had?
On my phone.
Oh, really?
That email, I forwarded it to
From
you. Sorry.
Halma, Louisiana.
Yeah,
Halma?
I thought it was funny. I figured you already had it since it was a Sun
I got
Sentinel
it.
story. But
One of my correspondents emailed it to me.
Good.
A 6'3", 265-pound man says a restaurant overcharged him for his trips to the buffet line, then banned him and a relative because they're hearty eaters. A spokesman for the restaurant denies the claim. That's buffet, although my Mexican friend the other day had a bunch of food upstairs and invited me up for a buffet.
Did he? A Jimmy Buffett?
We had a buffet, yeah. Ricky Labott, a disabled offshore worker. Oh, there that light keeps flicking on. It drives me nuts. Any information on the engineer, by the way?
No.
Ricky Labott, a disabled offshore worker, said he'd been a regular for 8 months at the Manchuria restaurant in Homa, eating there as often as 3 times a week.
At what?
The Manchuria restaurant. And
In
since
Homo?
it is caucus day in Iowa, maybe he's the Manchurian candidate. On his most recent visit, he said a waitress gave him and his wife's cousin, 44-year-old Michael Borelli, a bill for $46.40, roughly double the buffet price for 2 adults, double the buffet cost. She says, "Y'all fat, y'all eating too much," Labott said. I love it. I love that. Y'all fat, y'all eating too much. Labott and Borelli said they felt discriminated against because of their size. I was stunned that somebody would say something like that. I ain't that fat. I only weigh 277, Borelli said, adding that a waitress told him he looked like he had a baby in the belly.
That's fat.
Halma accountant Thomas Campo said the men were charged an extra $10 each on December 21 because they made a habit of dining exclusively on the more expensive seafood dishes, including crab legs and frog's legs. We have a lot of big people there, said Campo, who spoke for owner Li Shang, whose English is limited. We don't discriminate. Labott denied ever being told he'd be asked to pay more than the standard adult price. You know, if they got a buffet, man, you should be able to eat as much as you want of anything, unless they had a sign up saying don't eat too much of the good stuff. The argument grew heated and police were called. The police report states the incident was settled when the management... Now, you got a whole bunch of people there now or what?
Mm-hmm.
You do, really?
Well, yeah. I mean, like, I got them here. No, but there are people
In other
here.
words, they're not our listeners, because that would be
Some are.
shocking.
Some are. They're sitting there looking in our direction like
Now, what
really
is it
shy.
that you're eating while you're on the air?
Chicken fingers. It's good.
Mm.
Good food here.
The police report states the incident was settled when the management advised that the bill was a mistake, and to appease Ricky, the meal was complimentary. All right. Labott said he insisted on paying but was told not to come back. He complained that when the seafood on the buffet line runs out, the restaurant only grudgingly cooks more. Campo said the proprietress tried to reduce waste of quality food. He said, "Food is for eating, not toys for your child," reads a sign posted on the wall in typewritten text. A handwritten edition reads, "or 20% added." Food is for eating, not toys for your child to potchky around with and throw on the floor and on the walls and crap like that. Speaking of crap, there's the Republicans.
Definition, underdog. Look in the dictionary.
He is such a jerk, Huckabee. He's just a, well...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
but he's God's candidate.
That's right. Well, I thought Mitt Romney was the underwear God's candidate. They got him on a split screen there. Which one's got the Tony? Which one's got the better underwears? Oh, speaking of that, a Roman Catholic priest...
Yeah?
Was
a
arrested
joke
on
or a story?
What?
A priest, a rabbi, and a monk. What?
A Roman Catholic priest was arrested on perjury charges yesterday, accused of lying about his relationship with a mobster in testimony to a grand jury investigating a casino owner's possible ties to organized crime. A casino, a priest, and a mob. What an unlikely trifecta that is. Ask Michael
make a movie
Corleone.
about that.
Yeah. You don't come to Vegas and talk to a man like Mo Green like that. Priest Joseph Sika left, I see left. The picture's on the left, but there's no picture here. With casino resort owner Louis de Naples, who is the subject of a grand jury probe. Louis de Napoli, but it's de Naples. The Reverend Joseph Sika, 52, was arrested outside his home in Scranton and taken to a court hearing in Harrisburg, where he was released on $20,000 unsecured bail. He's an advisor to Mount Airy Casino Resort owner Louis de Naples, who is the subject of the grand jury investigation. Sika declined to speak to reporters as he left the courthouse yesterday. Sika's arrest is the first result from the Dauphin County grand jury probe, which is focused on whether de Naples misled the Pennsylvania Gaming Control Board when he said he had no connection to organized crime. Maybe he just knew, I knew his father in the olive oil business. Sika, the chaplain at a Scranton hospital, was accused of lying to the grand jury last August about his relationship with the late Russell Bufalino, an organized crime boss. Bufo, maybe he's from the Bufo Toad family. An organized crime boss who served long prison terms in the 70s and 80s, according to grand jury findings cited in court papers. The paper said Sika falsely told the grand jury he had met Bufalino only by chance and had no relationship with him. Also, in a 1982 letter to Ginny Thornburg, the wife of then Governor Dick Thornburg, Sika referred to Bufalino as his friend and asked her to help free Bufalino, whom he called an innocent man. Dauphin County Judge Todd Hoover scheduled a preliminary hearing for January 25. It was unclear whether Sika had a lawyer. But at least he didn't molest anybody that we know of. See, there you go.
Hey, by the way, remember that was one of the last remotes that you ever did at the engines, and the guy in the scooter was pushing chairs out of the way to get to you?
Yeah.
I think he's here.
Oh, no.
Here he comes.
Really?
He's wearing socks for mittens.
Oh, my God.
He's wearing what?
Socks for mittens.
Oh, my God.
I got a pair just like him.
Oh, my God.
Wow. Better you than me, that's all I can tell you. Well, it's in the hood, The other one was in Hollywood. This one's in Hallandale.
This place is filling up. They got the windows right here in the restaurant, so you don't have to, schlep to another floor to make a bet. TVs everywhere.
Great. And don't let me forget, by the way, the first race is at 12:15. Let me turn on TRN.
1:15.
What did I say?
12:15.
Well, who cares? Let me turn on TRN. Oh, the first race is 17 minutes away at Tampa Bay Downs. And it's a 10-horse field. 10 horses, 50-1, by the way.
Oh, we can watch it here. They got TVs everywhere. Big and
well, I'm sure they do. It's a racetrack.
I know, this is beautiful.
It's a racetrack and gambling joint. Well, we'll come back to it around 10 after 1. Don't let me forget.
Hey, help me place a bet. I don't know what I'm doing.
Help me place a bet on what?
On some horses. You know how to do this thing.
They're not running until 1:15.
Yeah, but so we got lots of time to think about it. Every other time.
How am I going to tell you who to bet on? Okay,
because you're a smart man.
Will you listen to me?
All right.
No, I'm not a smart man. I went to Woodbine again yesterday. It was not a smart move and not a smart day, and was not a smart man.
If I
was a smart man, I'd have my money in a cookie jar somewhere.
Every time I've come
I think
to
what I'm going to do is I'm going to cash in all my chips, take my life savings. I'm going to Vegas, and I'm going to bet it all on red.
All right. Red what?
Double or nothing. Red buttons.
Sounds great.
Red skeleton.
So as I'm trying to say, every other time that I've done a remote at one of these places, I've won. I've left with more money than I showed up with.
Well, like I started to tell you, but you won't listen to me. If you wait till about 1:05 when they come out for the post parade, and I look at the morning line odds and I see who the jockeys are and whatever, I'll have a better idea of who I'm going to tell you to lose your money on.
Excellent. I'm going to do it.
And how much are you going to bet?
I don't know, a couple bucks.
Couple bucks?
Whatever.
Big spender,
I'll bet
baby.
something. Tell me what to do and I'll do it.
Bucks. He wants to give $1 to the tea room guy, but he doesn't want to bet more than $2 on the track.
No, I'll bet some money.
Bet $15.
Okay.
On the first race only.
Okay.
Bet $5 across the board. Win, place, and show.
Okay. Tell me what to do and I'll do it. I'll send somebody to the window. We got people.
Okay. You got a window right there?
Yeah, it's right there.
Today, a committee of the New Jersey Assembly, this is Mary Shaw writes this on the Smirking Chimp. This is just amazing. Today, a committee of the New Jersey Assembly will begin considering a bill that would make New Jersey the first northern U.S. state to issue a formal apology for the state's historic role in slavery. The measure would be purely symbolic. According to an article by the Associated Press, Assemblyman Michael Patrick Carroll, a Republican, is not in favor of the bill. He said if slavery was the price that modern America's ancestors had to pay in order to make one an American, then one should get down on one's knees every single day and thank the Lord that such a price was paid. In other words, according to Assemblyman Carroll, the blacks should be thanking the Lord for the fact that their ancestors were slaves, because that's how they came to be Americans. If not for slavery, they'd still be in Africa. Praise Jesus, says Mary. Just when I thought the right wing couldn't stoop any lower, she says. Well, they're stooping. They're stooping, and Larry Craig is tapping. They're stooping and stooping.
When Neil gets older, will he be there up in Toronto? Will he still be coming down to Paradise, or live in both places at the same time? Will he be thinner, or still be fat? Or will he adopt a cat? I don't think he'll want to move back to Florida when Neil's 69. Making a sandwich, flapping around in his underwear. It's syndicated worldwide on the satellite, or just still waiting for the Beasleys to die. Will he be spending most of his time lunging at Woodbine, keeping his time filled, rewriting his last will when Neil's 69? You think he's going to spend a lot of hot times in the town of Berlin, or is that too queer?
Gay.
He'll be an old gay Jew, a much older cranky girl with olive oil in his shoe. Will he retire or be on the air on Sport Hole Radio? Will he win Lotto or marry young Paco when Neil's 69? Oi!
875 votes on your poll, Chris. You're going to be way over 900 by 1 o'clock, so I think you got a shot.
Cool.
I'm not going to read the Michael Moore article because he doesn't really say anything.
Okay.
I'm not telling you that. I'm telling George that. Why is George not there?
I'm right here.
So what is Chris interloping here for?
Maybe he
Don't
wants
get
to.
carried away there, Mr. Hotshot.
Okay.
How's the engineer thing coming?
The who, what, huh? I told you all of our engineers are out with George.
I'm not talking about your engineers. I'm talking about the Toronto engineer.
All of our engineers.
Who's supposed to be here this morning, who was supposed to call me at least this morning and set up a time to show up and repair this tragedy that's going on over here.
He was supposed to call you yesterday.
Well, our engineers talked to that engineer, so, you talked to George's engineer.
Look, we only have one engineer over here, so I don't know what you're talking about. All the engineers are over
Like
here.
I said.
All right. That's it. Steph's our only engineer.
That's for damn sure. Gail Collins in the New York Times writes, "The slice of the sliver speaks." The slice of the sliver. That's like when Mo was saying it's a slice of a sliver of a slice of pizza. Remember that?
Yeah.
I don't know what bit
slice.
that's in. Yeah. A sliver of a slice.
Best of meals.
As the presidential candidates tell them every single day, Gail says, Iowans deserve to be the nation's kingmakers because they are exceptional citizens who take their responsibilities very, very seriously. So tonight, even though it's very cold, even though it's Hokies versus Jayhawks in the Orange Bowl, the sturdy Iowa voters will pull on their parkas and go out to fulfill their historic destiny, perhaps as many as 15% of them. Money will become irrelevant once somebody wins the Iowa caucus, said John I Currently Have No Money Edwards. The winner of the Iowa caucus is going to have huge amounts of money pouring in. Edwards, the Democratic third runner, has spent more time in Iowa than many Iowans who have a tendency to flee to Florida in the winter. People ignore whatever happens here. The identity of the next leader of the most powerful nation in the world is not supposed to depend on the opinion of one small state, let alone the sliver of that state with the leisure and physical capability to make a personal appearance tonight at a local caucus that begins at precisely 7 o'clock. Let alone the tiny slice of the small sliver willing to take part in a process that involves standing up in public to show a political preference while being lobbied and nagged by neighbors. Ah, yes, good work fighting for democracy around the globe. American troops, Pakistani lawyers, international election observers, the tiny slice of the sliver of a small state approves. Tonight, the Iowa deciders will divide into 1,781 local caucuses. Past history suggests that few of these gatherings may not draw any attendees whatsoever, and that several others will consist entirely of a guy named Carl. Attendance has no effect on the number of delegates involved, and we hardly need mention that the whole thing is weighted to give rural residents an advantage. Iowans in politically active neighborhoods where 100 people show up may find their vote is worth only 1% as much, say, as Carl's. This gives them the chance to experience what it's like to be a New Yorker or Californian all year round. Iowa Republican caucuses, which involve writing a name on a piece of paper and going home, are like Athens in the age of Pericles compared with the Democrats, who are closer to Turkmenistan in the age of Saparmat Niyazov, whoever the hell that is.
Yeah, say that 5 times fast.
Yeah. Tonight, the Democratic caucus goers are expecting way more than 100,000 will divide up into groups supporting each of the different candidates. Secret ballots are for sissies. Then some of the smaller groups will be dissolved under a rule so complicated they're known only to local insiders and experts hired by the candidates to decipher them. Sometimes these turn out to be the exact same people. What if the largest groups aren't immediately apparent because more than one non-viable presidential preference group contains the same number of eligible attendees and will not realign? The party guide asked rhetorically. This is the simplified version of rules prepared for the benefit of the media, but the answer obviously is that you flip a coin. A game of chance is used to determine which groups may remain. Every time that door opens and closes, it sounds like you have emphysema or something like you're...
It didn't, so I don't know what you just heard.
Or maybe you have emphysema.
I might. A lot of smoking lately.
What is that I'm hearing in the background there?
People milling about. The place is filled. Or filling.
Is it filling?
It's filling up.
On the Republican side, John McCain and Rudy Giuliani are at grave disadvantage because of a failure to campaign enough in Iowa. You'd think Florida was a state or something. Fred Thompson is so desperate to go home he's practically begging people to vote for somebody else. Mitt Romney is by far the best organized. His victory in the important Iowa straw poll last summer demonstrated he'd really be a president who knows how to rent a bus. Meanwhile, the very enthusiastic evangelicals are going to try to prove that if a commander-in-chief has a heart like Mike Huckabee's, it won't matter whether he knows where Pakistan is. Obama backers believe Barack will win on record-breaking turnout of new participants, some of them being actual Iowa residents. Checking is for babies. Where everything could come down to the minor candidate supporters ruled by the tiny piece of the slice of the sliver. That's what Mo had, the tiny piece of the slice of the sliver of the pizza. In the Democratic caucuses, if your group is the smallest in the room, you might have to A, relive the moment in 9th grade when you were the last one chosen for volleyball, and then B, walk over and join a different team. Dennis Kucinich has told his followers that if by some wild chance they find that they're not one of the most popular groups, they should switch to Barack Obama. Kucinich's positions on most issues actually seem closer to John Edwards, but last summer Edwards was caught on tape whispering to Hillary Clinton that Dennis was not really a serious contender. Petty, perhaps, but in a contest that begins with the presumption that nobody's qualified to lead the most powerful nation on earth without making at least 2 visits to Potawatomi County, it resonates. Potawatomi. Ever been to Potawatomi County? Never heard?
No, thank you.
Iowa. Like she says, this is what it's all about, is a freaking place named Iowa. Oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
886 on your poll there, on your hygiene poll. It's looking like we got a lot of slobs out there.
Speaking of that.
Yes?
They're all here.
They are?
Our crowd.
That's our crowd.
Woo.
That means the guy with the eyes must be there. He hasn't seen a bar of soap since...
Wall-eyed, web-footed,
Jesus was
they're all here.
Huh? They're all wild-eyed?
Wow. It's been a while.
Really?
Oh, yeah. This is a
Is
popular
that our
place.
crowd you're talking about, or just the Gulfstream crowd?
Yeah, so if you want to see something, we're on the 2nd floor, the Sport of Kings Poker Room. Yeah. Oh, yeah, Gilbert would look normal in this crowd.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
He'd fit right in, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Come on out to Gulfstream and witness what it's all about in South Florida.
Didn't know the circus was in town.
Get a whiff and get a sniff. And then go smoke a spliff.
I'm going to need to.
Wow. Sounds like you're in hog heaven now.
I am.
Oh, brother.
Yeah, I see you people.
Better you than me, like I said. What? I wish we could see it.
Yeah, well, if you're in town, you can. Just come here.
Right, well, I'm glad I'm not in town.
It's definitely a visual.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. Is there anybody there under the age of 100 who looks like normal?
Me?
Oh. Well, it makes you feel better anyway.
Steve Sloan. Stephanie.
889 on the poll.
Oedipus the Goon.
Which personal hygiene routine do you have the most trouble sticking to on a regular basis? Flossing, 467. See, at least flossing's not, like, disgusting, unless you got, like, big chunks of crap in your teeth. Shaving, 82. Cleaning out my belly button, 73. Trimming my nose or ear hair, 51. Applying cologne or perfume, 44. Brushing my teeth, 43. Clearing the wax out of my ears, 31. Trimming my nails, 29. Cleaning out my toe cheese, 22. That must be very tough for the people that you're looking at right there. Cleaning out the toe cheese.
Oh, don't paint that
toe
picture,
jam
please.
On it. Bathing, 21. Using mouthwash, 10. Cleaning the dirt out from under my nails, 9. Using deodorant, 8. Brushing or combing my hair is 5, and washing my hair only 4. Which I realize is muy difícil, very tough. So what do you say, soap or body wash?
Body wash.
892, by the way. What about you, Chris? Soap or body wash?
Body wash.
Thank God. 3 for 3. We're batting 1,000 on this show.
Oh!
Thank God for that. Soap went out with knickers, man. Soap went out with, like, AM radio.
All the crap you can unwrap. All the slime all the time.
Mohammed David, I am here, and you are... And I can't say it anymore. They took that from me. Thanks in no small part to that midday show guy.
Who, Boca?
Yeah, that's the guy. Whoever the hell that is.
You met him.
I did?
Yes, out in the hallway.
I don't know whatever. Let's take some calls then, shall we? Prestigious Bud Collier City. Hello.
Yeah, hi, Mom.
Yeah, what do you know? What do you say?
When are people gonna realize this? This is a sports show and nothing else.
Absolutely.
Nothing exists outside the gay world of sports.
Yeah, and by the way, they paid me to ogle and admire men. This here is a show for men, about men, like smelly bears and chaps.
You stole the pizza?
Huh?
You stole the pizza?
I did not take no pizza.
You stole the pizza?
Don't be ridiculous.
You stole the pizza?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Stole the pizza?
I didn't steal no pizza.
Stole the pizza?
No, I did not steal no pizza.
Stole the pizza?
Now see here. I ain't no pied burglar.
Stole the pizza?
I did not steal
the pizza.
You only had one slice. Well, okay. So it was a whole pie. Who cares? Those bums had no power. I was hungry. I sacrificed a lot too, you know. There was no Dr. Brown's. Just don't taste the same without the Dr. Brown's. Screw this. As Ed Murrow once said, good night. And kiss my ass.
Okay, 1231 at 560. Big target, Mo. 902 on your poll. Wow. You're going to make that 1,000 or what? Yes. Even with George out there potchking around with the people.
Yeah.
Oh.
By the way, there's quite a few listeners and everything showing up.
Quite an entourage of our people showed up out there. Maybe we still
bit
have
of
an
a
audience.
Commercial break, I know.
In spite of what Jolly Joe Bell is trying to say.
And there's
Yes.
a median age crowd showing up here in the on the second floor. So fresh blood.
Living and breathing people, in other words.
Yeah, without white hair.
Well, we sure wouldn't expect the white hair or blue hair crowd to show up for we're listening to this show.
No, I guess not.
They used to love me, but not anymore, you miserable bastard. Not
used
anymore,
to be
they
so
don't.
nice.
Yeah. They're all dead, that crowd. All that KAT crowd, W Snooze. Hello, Neil. Let me talk to the doctor. I've got blue lips, Dr. Dunn.
If you're walking around outside today, you do.
Well, that's great that we're bringing in some living and breathing people into Gulfstream because, boy, if there's any place that needs it, wow, in Hallandale.
Oh, you got to see the refurbishing and then all the new construction.
That's what I'm hearing. Maybe next time I'm down there, I'll check out Isla Capri and Pompano and the Gulfstream.
There you go.
If you're younger than 35, you'll probably live long enough to put David Levy's prediction to the test. Levy says that by the year 2050, we'll be creating robots so lifelike, so imbued with human-seeming intelligence and emotions as to be nearly indistinguishable from real people. Oh, maybe the guy with the eyes will still be around by 2050. He can find himself a mate. And we'll have sex with these robots. Some of us will even marry them, and it'll all be good.
Uh-huh.
Levy lays out his vision of a brave new carnal world in love and sex with robots, the evolution of human-robot relationships, which, despite its extended riffs on sex toys through the ages, is a snigger-free book.
Excuse me?
Levy's no Al Goldstein, it says. Rather, he's a 62-year-old British chess master turned artificial intelligence expert, persuaded that robot sex can brighten the lives of many, many unhappy people. Great sex on tap for everyone 24/7, he writes on the final page of the book. What's not to like? Chess and sex aren't words that normally share the same sentence, but in Levy's case, the one led to the other.
Are you listening?
Are they eating in there or what? What's going on?
It's a big room full of a lot of people, and they're commenting on everything that's going on the TV that I don't understand, but you would. All the handicapping that's going on.
Oh, yeah, all the handicapping. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I better turn on the racing network here and...
I've never seen a place so lively on a weekend.
It's going to be written by Rosie Napravnik, Ryan Fogelsonger, not aboard. Here are the changes for the...
Here's the changes at Laurel. That's in Baltimore, though. We don't care about that. A keen chessman since boyhood, by the time he got to St. Andrews University, Levy played at the international level. At the university, he got interested in computers and the challenge of programming machines to play chess. Yeah, he wanted to make a good machine man. Eventually, he earned international recognition for his work on chess-playing computers and natural language software, and in the mid-'90s headed a team that won the Loebner Prize, widely regarded as the World Championship of conversational software. Today, he owns a firm that develops electronic handheld brain games. Designing computers that talk like humans naturally led to the larger question of how humans interact with robots, which are nothing more than computers with arms and legs and a head. The Japanese have taken the lead in developing partner robots, machines that, for example, might do household tasks for elderly people. But if you could invent a robot that serves cocktails, could you not invent a robot that would make a superior bedmate? It sounds like a mighty tolerant or a machine with skin that feels like ours, with our physical dexterity, and most importantly with a mind like ours, imperfectly rational, sometimes emotionally intelligent, sometimes emotionally dumb. I think it's a reasonable assumption, Levy said in a telephone interview from his home in London. He lays out a case in a voice that's calm, rational, almost flat, more geeky than goatish. If one looks at the advances in technology in the last, say, 40 or 50 years, they've been immense. And the more we learn about the science and the technology, the quicker it'll be to discover even more within that science. Smart money never bets against technological advances, but it helps if you stack the deck. The automaton simulates man, which, when man has been defined automaton's way, literary critic Hugh Kenner wrote, is that what Levy does?
You asking me?
Well, no, I'm reading the article. I'm not asking you.
I didn't think so.
No, I'm just looking at Laurel Racetrack, though. I'm looking at, let's see, Gulfstream. It's not even up on the thing yet. It's not until 1:15, the first race. Mm-hmm. Just relax.
I am. I got my money.
Smart money never bets against technological advances, but it helps if you stack the deck. I just got through reading that. I take a pragmatic point of view, he said, partly because in my original field, computer chess, that was how the problem was solved. Not by making machines that thought like chess masters, but by making machines that beat chess masters. Similarly, Levy thinks robots need only simulate human intelligence and emotions to the point that they are absolutely convincing.
Absolutely.
Well, I know humans that only
simulate. You can't tell whether the thing is... What?
I know humans that only simulate human.
That's what I'm saying. Most guys ought to be used to it.
Mm-hmm.
If you can't tell whether the thing is man or machine, what difference does it make? You'll treat it as if it were alive. The rest is philosophical hair-splitting. So who will avail themselves of 21st century sex bots? Sad cases, for one. People so physically unattractive or antisocial or isolated or emotionally crippled, they have trouble finding human romance. Like some of the people in our crowd. Not to mention any names.
Steph says him. He has trouble.
Well. People who love their computers more than their fellows, hey, they're already out there.
Mm-hmm.
They're lonely, they're miserable. Levy said, I think society would be a much better place when there's an alternative that satisfies them without doing any harm to other people.
Good to be tough is ranging up on the far outside. Outrun the Wolf now settles in Granby.
Well, there's the first race at Laurel.
We're watching it.
Yeah, are you really?
Oh,
6 horses on the lead, 15-1. The 5 is the heavy chalk, 7-5. He's sitting third right now, and the jockey is... that's not him. Where's the 5? Where's the heavy chalk? Here comes the bunny, and there goes your money. Don't tell me another heavy chalk down the toilet. He's not even on the top 4. He's not even listed on the board.
I wish I knew what any of this meant.
Christ. Looks to me like the 2 is 2-1. 2 is ranging up on the outside.
Is there a class I can take to become a racetrack person? Handicapping to know what all this stuff means?
Near the end of the book, Levy alludes to a set of vexing questions. If robots become utterly human-like, must we not treat them as more than machines? So if you marry a robot, can it inherit your estate? If you catch it boffing the mail carrier, can you toss it out with a heavy trash? If your robot pops your neighbor in the mouth, who does your neighbor sue? Levy admits he doesn't know the answer.
Golden Altar, Stormy again down to the inside. Fields of Burnin couldn't quite go with the top pair, but Golden Altar and Karamanos taking over in upper stretch and pulling away under left-handed urging, opening 2.5 lengths. Now Fields of Burnin takes second away from Stormy again as they're close to home. It's Golden Altar. Golden Altar driving home to win by about 4 from Fields of Burnin. Tighter fourth, third, very tight there. Granby surging late. Stormy again.
There he is, dead last. Looked lame as a duck. How do you like that? You better go out there and check the horses. You better feel their ankles before,
Is that all I have to feel?
Yeah, feel
all right.
There are a lot of questions here that need a great deal of discussion and consideration for people much wiser than I am in the field of ethics, philosophy, and law, Levy said. Clearly, the lawmakers and lawyers are going to have a field day debating these issues. He expects the impetus for creating sex bots to come from the sex toy industry rather than, say, MIT. Already, a Japanese sex doll manufacturer has announced plans to market a doll with electronics in it, and Levy has read that Japanese companies are working to produce sex robots for people who are desperate.
Do they vibrate?
No doubt.
All right.
I think the Japanese are probably working on this more than one would realize from little that's been published so far, he said. Levy's been amazed at the publicity the Love and Sex with Robots has generated since its release last month. He's done a dozen radio interviews and TV interview. Howard Stern raved about the book. So far, no hate mail. Would Levy himself have sex with a robot? He doesn't have to ponder the question. If there was a robot of the sort I describe in the book, I would certainly want to experience using it for sex, and I wouldn't regard it as anything untoward, he said. I would do it out of curiosity. Not that I have a need for a new sex partner. I'm happily married. And would the wife be okay with this, he asks? Yes, and if she wanted to try one, I wouldn't have a problem with that. I would regard it as a genuine scientific curiosity, especially if it was hung like a moose. But nevertheless. Yeah, that would solve some of those problems, too. What?
It could vary size.
Get the hang of it. Now, let's see how Chris's poll is doing here. 9:17. Oh, it's not even 1 o'clock yet. What am I looking at? I'm thinking it's the 1 to 2 hour. We got another hour and 20 minutes of this to go?
Yeah.
You got to be kidding me. Oh, that's right. You got post time at 1:15 from Gulfstream. We're going to make you some serious cash this afternoon.
God? Hey, Ahmadina blog fans. Time to check out my latest tribute to Tezan Day. Chocolate Rain. I hate George Bush. He says I'm insane. Chocolate Rain. Want the infidel to die in flames? I turn my head away from the mic to breathe. Chocolate Rain, and that's all I got. Anyway, check this out. Hugo Chavez just added me as a friend.
What about Georgie Chavez? What's he riding in?
Who?
Anyway, I printed out the field for the first race at Gulfstream.
Because I need some help.
Well, but I don't have the racing form. I mean, I don't have any line. This is just the names of the horses, the trainers, and the jockeys.
Hey.
But sometimes that's a good way to go in the morning line.
That's all I bet before and won.
Number 1 is Creme de la Cat.
Yeah, I'm going to bet
Jose
red.
Valenzuela. Number 2, Catch a Thrill with Manny Cruz. Number 3, Ms. Lovejoy, Mario Madrid. Number 5, Miss Maisie with Elvis Trujillo. That's the morning line chalk. Number 5, Blue Rage with Ibar Koa. I think, well, he used to be Ibar, now he's Abar. Don't ask me why. It's kind of like Tony Dorsett and Dorsett, you know, that kind of crap. Abar Koa. He's a great jockey. 6-1 in the morning line. He might be a price. That's the one I think I'm going to have you bet.
All right.
Maybe. 6 Native Gem, Junior Alvarado. 7 Highway 320 with Ariel Smith. And the 8, 3 Hail Marys with Pascasio Lopez. I don't think she's got a prayer. But anyway, we'll see. So I got the field printed out there for you. It's a start. We don't want to get you hooked now. I mean, the guy in your position. Well, that's true. It's something to do. It's something to get out of the house.
Better than eating Xanax all day.
And maybe you'll run to the Hank at the track every now and then. You guys can reminisce about what a bunch of bastards we worked for, you know?
Oh, yeah.
What a bunch of hard-ass... John, do you know something? Here it is, the 3rd of January, and I still am waiting for my New Year's Happy New Year from Jolly Joe.
I'm sure it's a real card in the mail.
It's in the mail, yeah. And I think the bad news is that the package that came before is the drum for my... It's not
so you're start playing
because it wasn't from Canadian Post, it was UPS.
What kind of drums? Conga? Doomback?
The
Bongo?
drum and the printer. They're expensive, too, by the way. I'm going to expense it.
Steel
I'm going to start buying a couple of them every day. Just for future use, you know, when we get on a real radio station. But anyway, so I don't think the pasta, because I keep checking, you know, it's like UPS and FedEx. You can go online, they give you a tracking number, and I keep checking, and it says, on the truck for delivery. And that was like 7:43 this morning.
Maybe somebody took a liking to it.
Because when they deliver it, it'll say delivered at such and such a time.
Right.
It hasn't been delivered yet. What is taking them so GD long to get me my damn... And now you're telling me it's in the supermarket.
Well, it's at Publix. I don't know about Canadian.
Well, I'll be right down.
I'll mail you some.
You know something? You might have to. That's a good thought. You might get here faster than this damn Canada Post, eh? What's going on with my pasta, eh? Jesus, are they slow? It was shipped out on Monday. Well, I guess that's not so bad, because yesterday was a holiday.
Right.
I mean, Tuesday was a holiday. Today's Thursday already. Shipped out on Monday. Local, by the way, Toronto. Not from, like, Yennamsville.
By the way, explain this to me, because you know it's a listener when a couple people show up, and then they point over at the table at me, and then they whisper to each other, and then they run out of here. That's happened like
That's George. That's it. That's it.
Yeah.
And then
I used to have plenty of that. They're scared to death of you, don't you understand?
I'm 5'6", for Christ's sake.
That's not the point. Not physically. It's just that they're intimidated.
What am I going to do?
You're on the radio. You're going to say something nasty to them. You're going to give them an evil look. I don't know.
Hey, Doug showed up.
Doug showed up?
No, this guy named Doug. Hey, Doug, how you doing?
Oh, Doug, not
I'm
Doug.
nice
I
to
thought you
people
said
when they
Muff
show up.
showed
We
up.
give them the T-shirts and Orange Bowl tickets.
Right, we got Orange Bowl tickets. We got, what other T-shirts? Gulfstream Park T-shirts?
Well, we got a couple of kinds. We got like the WQAM kind and Orange Bowl T-shirts.
Wait a minute, we got WQM T-shirts since
Yeah,
when?
since
when?
Since Lee.
I remember once upon a time we had those T-shirts and those other things, and you had to pay for them. The employees, remember that?
Yes.
I
That was
still
a
can't get over
scam.
that. At that point, I knew I wasn't in the real business.
That was
okay?
an actual scam that the nephew was
the
responsible
A3 Hail Marys is scratched.
I see that.
Scratcher. Okay, so it's only a 7-horse field. So if you trap show money, it's not going to pay much. But nevertheless...
Hey, I can write this off, right?
What?
I can write this off, right? I can expense report this bet that I'm about to place? No?
No.
Watch me.
We don't have any more...
promotional expense.
No promotional money at QAM. We had to pay all that money to the Marlins and, of course, to Neil, that damn Neil. We had to pay him $1 zillion.
Overpaid Neil.
Hank was overpaid, and everybody's overpaid, man.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's overpaid, except, of course, for Clarence and Jolly Joe. We can't pay them enough. I just can't wait for that Clarence to darken the door again like he did yesterday morning. I don't think he'll be coming back again too fast. What did you find out about my engineer coming, Chris?
Nothing.
Aren't you working on that?
Uh-huh.
Is Clarence there today?
Diligently. Kind of. I think he's been in a promotions meeting.
In a promotions meeting?
Yeah, to tell what they're not going to promote.
On a station that doesn't do any promotion, he's been in a promotions meeting? Is that what I heard you say?
Yes. They got to get together to decide what they're not going to promote.
Well, we already know. Yeah, we already know that. Anyway, so the 8 is scratched. Yeah, I'll keep my eye on the... As soon as they pull Gulfstream up on the board here, which ought to be around 1 o'clock.
I think I just saw Ed Kaplan walk by.
Eddie K. at the track.
His double.
Eddie K.
Oh, my God.
And he didn't stop by to say, hi, George, how you doing?
Must not have been his. Must have been his evil twin.
Right.
A lot of people look like that.
Old Jews?
Yes. Bald.
With glasses?
Right, bald.
And balding, yeah.
Bald, dead.
Bald?
Dead.
WQAM, hello.
Why don't you stay in Canada?
WQAM, hello.
Hey, how you doing? You guys giving away tickets to the Orange Bowl?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you go to Gulfstream, yeah. Not on the phone. No, don't call in for tickets, okay? All you had to do was mention something for free.
Oh,
Go
yeah.
back to that crap again.
Oh, yeah.
Go to Gulfstream and see George, okay?
Second
you don't have to
floor.
pay any money. You don't have to
King's
plunge
Poker
your
Room.
guts out. You don't have to find a good machine
Just
or a
walk
bad
right
machine.
up.
Just walk right up to the second floor. Say, hi, George, give me some crap.
That's it.
WQAM, hello.
Hey, Neil, how you doing?
Okay, sir.
With the interesting crowd that's over there at Gulfstream, maybe George can take a picture with his camera phone and email it to you.
That's a good idea.
What's going on?
Good, if you're
I'd love to
interested,
see you. Well, I'm not so sure.
All right,
No,
Neil, love you,
don't
man.
want to see.
Okay, thanks, Pally.
The room is
I don't wanna see
palatial.
it.
I mean, you want to see the room. The room is huge, palatial, high ceiling. It's like it looks like a Copa thing. I don't know. It's just big,
Like a
nice.
what?
Like a Copacabana kind of a room.
At the
The poker room. The
George
poker
smokes
poker
the dope,
cabana.
yeah.
Yes, I am. But my camera phone sucks. So
They got Aqueduct, Laurel, Tampa Bay, and Turfway on there, and they're going to have to make room for Gulfstream here pretty soon. Because it's starting to give me a little PO there at the Racing Network. What do they think this is, anyhow? WQAM, hello.
Neil, I was at Calder the other day and I couldn't pick my nose.
Yeah. Try picking your
rectum. Get help.
big target. QAM, hello.
Can I have a picture with George?
Go up. We got something special for you. Brought special.
WQAM, hello.
Hey, Neil, what's up?
Yes, sir.
I was just over there. I'm the guy that George was just talking about. I was just over there
Doug?
visiting with him.
Yeah, how do you like that?
Pretty white of you, Doug. That's
nice
good.
turnaround there on the phone.
Enjoy your gift there, George.
I will.
That was a late Christmas present for you. The age of the people over there is death plus 1,000.
Right,
No.
that's Gulfstream, right. That's correct.
Unbelievable.
Well, look where it is, man. It's right there in the middle of Hallandale. It's Sonny Rosenberg Highway.
You remember the bit that Tim Conway used to do on Carol Burnett with the old guy?
No.
Oh, well. That's about half of the people over there. Couldn't lift their feet.
Well, if it's only half, man, it's a big improvement. Okay, thanks, Doug. Don't be chronic now. Just
late.
go away. Now, would he bring you something?
Sure.
Can't say on here what it was, though.
Big bag of crack.
$9.33 on your poll. You're going to make that 1,000 easy, Chris. And of course, today is a disgusting poll about personal hygiene, and we have a lot of disgusting people out there. So don't get on a crowded bus with any of them, or like on the train or like that.
People still ride buses?
Schleppers. Don't get on those mini buses, you know, the one with the Haitian drivers.
The
you know
jitneys?
Those?
Jitneys?
Yeah, the jitneys, yeah.
Why not?
Well, like I said, get on
Well,
those and jam on it, jam in it. WQAM, hello. QAM.
Hey, Neil.
Yes.
Me llamo Ramon. Soy cubano.
WQAM, hello.
Hello, Neil.
Yes, sir.
I got breaking news for you, Neil.
Yes?
Did you hear about the brainstem?
The what?
The brainstem.
What
The
about
Miami Dolphins fired their head coach today.
No kidding.
Yeah, and all the assistants but two.
No kidding.
And what's the deal with these?
What are you laughing about?
Him.
Well, you're easy today.
I am. Must be all the booze.
Yeah, that must be it. WQAM, hello.
Neil, how?
Oh, wait a minute. That was like a real caller. I hung up on him. QAM, hello.
They'll call back.
Uncle Neil, what are you going to do? Things happen. Hey, listen, as far as management goes, that place, besides being a joke, it's giving butchers a bad name. We're doing worse. Butchers do better jobs than what that management is doing over there. How you doing, George, by the way?
Yo.
I have a shameless request, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
The deck bit.
No chance.
I love you.
Yeah, see.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Those were the days.
No chance. Yeah, that's a good idea. Call in and request bits that we can't play anymore.
And then you can just remember it and laugh.
Yeah, that would be good. Just
hey, remember this one? Hey, remember Prison Bitch? Wasn't that funny?
Like that. That would be good.
Yeah, mine too.
I did play that again one day, and then all of a sudden we discovered there's like sounds in it. You know, oh no, can't play those sounds. They sound like farts to us. Oh boy, the Beasleys are hysterical over farts, man. Can you imagine what it smells like over there in that orifice?
I'd rather not.
9:37 on the body hygiene poll. Speaking of farts, WQAM, hello. QAM. WQAM, hello.
Neil.
Yes.
Hey, with all the talk you leave, I know it's odd. I would love to see that radio station get blown up a couple times.
Yeah.
When you leave, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Goodbye. Okay, let me just check on here on the Racing Network because I know this is going to be.
Also, Steph is going to send you some pictures from his phone, which does not suck.
Oh, good. Pictures of what? The crowd?
The room, and then I think he shot one in our general direction.
Hello, we're in Hallandale.
I'm sure that, first of all, any track in North America, the average age is death plus 20, and that's their own fault. Right. Well, there's the 6 winning at Tampa Bay.
On the way by 2, Sweet Paprika is second. Make it last.
This announcer in Tampa Bay, he is, just Tom Durkin wannabe so bad. There are a lot of those guys, but this guy, just out of his mind, insane. There's Aqueduct, speaking of Tom Durkin. Here's the post parade, Tom. Come on, you can do it. Hey, Tommy. How's the peeping, Tommy?
And our second race today
No, we
is
don't
a
want to hear
heavy race
Brewer.
for fillies and mares, 4-year-olds and up, non-winners of 3 races. The tags here.
Well, Clarence said he wanted a lot more horse racing on the air. I guess that's why they sent you out to Gulfstream. That's still not on the board there, though. They still got Aqueduct, Laurel Park, Tampa Bay, and Turfway. And guess what?
What? Oh, damn.
That's what.
Online.
Under 2 hour.
The deadbeat paradise, only good for a quick visit or to die. Rotting mangrove swamps in hell all you want, and pass out from just one whiff. Old and cranky Jews, angry Cubans who welcome you with the shaking So hot you stink and smell, great white north to laugh as I watch you die. To Canada, where the air is cool and the soda is dry.
I'm dying over here.
1 o'clock at 560 WQAM. That's our big 1 and 2 hour. Don't forget Jason Jackson, the Jerk Show between 2 and 4 this afternoon, followed by Mad Dog. And then, of course, at 6, we got Mad Dog with the Dolphins All Access as we sell our soul to the company store. Anyway, I think they finally got the... Now, these are not the Gulfstream track odds. These are in the Canadian pool, I'm sure, that I'm looking at right now.
I have no idea what you're talking about, so.
The 4, heavy favorite, Miss Maisie with Elvis Trujillo. That's 4 to 5. You
Okay,
want chalk,
I see it. I see it on the...
5 is 7 to 2. Now, what are the odds there?
Can you see 4 to 5, same thing, yeah.
Oh, so those are the track odds, huh?
Sure.
Well, great. 5 to 1 on the 1, right? 16 to 1 on the 2. 9 to 1 on the 3. I'm sure this is scintillating radio, but that's okay because if it was good enough for Eddie K and Hank to do this many minutes.
That's right. It's about what's going on now.
Oh. 13 minutes to post time for the first race at Gulfstream, and I think I'm sticking with that 5 with Abar Koa.
Right. I just met Steve in the bathroom, by the way.
Who's Steve?
One of our listeners.
All right.
I'm washing my hands, and he says he's going to hook
tap
me
it
up.
a little bit?
No, we were already done with that.
I see.
Yeah.
Well, you sure spend a lot of time in that tea room. Must be all the booze.
Yeah, it is. Irish coffee will do that to you.
Now, let's see. Aqueduct. The second race is off at Aqueduct, so we got that out of the way. All we got to do is get Laurel and Turfoy out of the way, and then we'll be all set for Gulfstream here on this
I got my pen ready to bet what you'd say.
Well, it's not going to be that difficult. It's just going to be a number.
This is like a foreign language. You're going to have to walk me through this.
If you bet $5 across the board on the 5, how hard is that? Now, is the window close by where you're at?
It's right there. It's like 10 feet away, and I got a schlepper. Rolly's going to go to the window for me.
Oh, easy, good. I don't want you to overdo it. Now, $15 for you is a lot of money.
So $15, 5.
I have nothing to look at other than names and jockeys and the board, you know. And of course, the 5 was 6 to 1 in the morning line. He's getting betting 7 to 2.
So I'm betting $5 across the board on number 5.
Well, don't do it yet.
Okay, let me know when.
Wait a second.
All right.
If it goes down to like 5 to 2 or 2 to 1, you don't want to be betting chalk. Let me tell you right now, favorites lose almost 70% of the races, okay?
Just stand right there, Rolly.
The chalk bites the dust 70% of the time. So who the hell wants to bet 4 to 5, you know? Who wants to bet $2 and get $2.80 back?
I don't even know what this says.
You don't know what
I don't know what the returns are on this stuff.
Well, 7 to 2 means you get $7 plus you $2 back. That means
well, that's
if
easy
it wins for $2, you get 9.
Even I can
so for
understand
$5, you get like $22.50.
All right. Let's see if I can do it again 4 times in a row.
Anyway, there was the second race that I
That was Mustang Cali. Looked like
Tom Durkin's
Rose
got the day
got
off
up
today.
with her.
We got this other New Yorker guy in there. WQAM, hello.
Yes, Neil, can I get 5 on the backlog, the 5 with the 1, 2, 7?
WQAM, hello.
Hi, Neil. I just saw Georgie.
Yeah.
I was the one pointing at him, telling him about the 8.
Yeah. Can't lose any money on the 8, right.
I hear you. Have a good one.
Okay, thanks. A good tip. Bet the 8. You can't lose. She's scratched.
All right.
She's out. WQAM, hello.
Hello, Neil. Happy New Year.
And back to you.
Tell George, put $5 on 3 Hail Marys to win.
Yeah, she's scratched.
Oh, she did?
Yeah,
Damn
she's
it.
scratched, yeah.
I
just got through saying, yeah. Yeah, she's scratched. 3 Hail Marys my ass. I guess she didn't say enough Hail Marys. Here's Laurel's second race coming up. This is the only horse race that I'm ever doing on this show. I don't care what clearance is. That's just sabotage.
Right.
Yeah, they're off. They're off.
Yeah.
Magazine Too Salty for me, Just Glisten, and on the outside is Catch Me.
Don't wander off, Rolly.
Boy is settled to the back, and the inside now Shams coming through, and Andover Boy left a trail. Heading
He
past
left the trail. I bet he did. You ever see any of the horses lift their tail and leave a trail? Oh, boy.
Sure.
I guess I never seen dogs do that, thank goodness, you know. Just lift their tail in the house as they're walking along and up, you know, do their thing.
They lift a leg.
Well, no, I'm not talking about that thing. I'm talking about something a little more of substance, you know.
Oh, that thing.
Yeah, that thing. It's the horses, you know, they're just walking along on a track, and all of a sudden their tail goes flopping up in the air. You can always tell, man, when that tail goes up in the air. And the driver or the jockey, well, the jockey don't see it because he's sitting up there on top, but the driver in harness racing, he's like, oh, geez.
Yeah.
What a heavy load.
There's another
Just Glisten, then to the outside is Too Salty for me, swinging 4 wide. Shams and Andover Boy. 360s magazine just holding from Catch Me to the outside, and Just Glisten trying to rally once again down to the inside. Just Glisten is dead
Puke
game
City,
and coming
baby.
back for more.
Puke
Magazine,
City on the one.
I determined Just Glisten. Rebids now into second, but a length back behind Magazine, and Magazine will take it if they're able. Castellano
staggering to the wire. So anyway, I think this thing's going to come up in a second, Gulfstream. Post-parade, that's going to be pretty exciting. Did you ever bet on thoroughbred race before?
Yeah, I told you we've done 3 radio shows or work-related shows at the tracks, like once each in all our years, and won every time. So.
Really?
Yeah.
Who's we? We did? You and me?
Me, and based on what you told me to bet. You said, here, bet this, and I did,
Really?
and I won.
Well, that's because I'm a genius, man.
Yeah, well, I'm
that's
not.
Why I went to Woodbine yesterday and lost my ass there again.
Well, you were doing the slots.
Yeah.
So.
Bad machines, man. Bad machines. For the new year, they tighten them all up. They do the Archie Bell and the drills to tighten up. They got those machines tighter than a snare drum. Chris is 950 something on his poll.
So do I send Rolly to the window yet?
952. No, we haven't even seen the post parade yet.
All right.
What is wrong with you, man?
I don't know.
Now, where is this? Well, I see if they would tell me what track this was, where I'm seeing the post parade. I don't hear any audio. There's an inquiry on the second race at Aqueduct. I'm sure the audience is really heavy-duty into that. I don't know. Oh, no, there's snow on the ground. I guess that's not Gulfstream. Oh, man, am I stupid or what? That must be, where the hell could that be? It's not Tampa. Turfway Park. I think that's in Ohio somewhere. I really don't know. But pretty soon we'll have the post parade at Gulfstream. That'll be very exciting. When I see the snow on the infield, that should be a pretty good tip. That's not where you're at, right?
Right.
Okay. WQAM track line. Hello.
Yes. Hello, Neil. Happy New Year to you.
Same to you.
Yeah, listen. My wife and I, we were saying you're our favorite Tonti Rucco. We love you.
Yeah. What? I don't have any idea. Tonti and something. I don't know what that is. WQAM. Hello.
George and Neil, Happy New Year.
Back to you.
And I wanted to agree with you. I like that 5 this race. But the next race, the AO.
Okay.
On the nose of this.
Okay. Bet $1 million on the nose. Horse's name, by the way, is Blue Rage.
All right.
Oh, here's Gulfstream. Here we go.
And good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to Gulfstream Park. Rolly Hoyt and Ron Nicoletti alongside your odds couple. And glad you could be with us for the start of 2008. Larry Comus got us kicked off a few moments ago with the changes and all that, and we've got a field of horses in the walking ring for the first time this year, Ronnie. It's going to be a great meet. We're looking forward to it. A lot of fun.
Not in the walking ring.
Of course, we don't get Florida weather right off the bat. We've made much of that so far, but if you're just pulling up from the OTB up north someplace and
9-2, he went up. That's a good price. Go up, make your bet. 5 across
All right,
and the 5.
Here we go, Rolly.
And hope that the 4 breaks a leg. No, don't say that. You don't wish the 4 horse breaks a leg.
5 across the board. Is that what I'm telling him? 5 across the board.
Maybe just fall down and
on
not
number
get
5.
hurt bad. Be an accident, but nobody got hurt.
All right.
Because the 4 is heavy chalk. She's 3-5.
Well,
Nobody wants 3-5. Okay. Nobody wants 360. 3-5, my ass. So you got 7 minutes till post time. This is pretty exciting.
For me, yeah.
Maybe I'll make you
like
feel
right here, there's a huge crowd in here, by the way.
$11 for 2 to win. There's what?
There's a huge crowd in here, by the way. Maybe
well,
because it's cold outside.
Of course there would be. Yeah. Well, that's why they're all inside.
Mm-hmm. And
maybe they're warming up their bag.
Younger people, like 30-somethings, are
well, that's our crowd.
Mm-hmm.
The living and breathing crowd. Used to be. 9:55 on Chris's poll about body hygiene.
Nay was on the cushion track at Hollywood Park, but Wesley Ward, a real good trainer, with this kind of layoff, with this kind of move, with the drop down. You look at all his stats, points to this horse as the one to beat, and currently on the board at 4-5, and rightly so.
You saw her go through your picture just a moment ago. Part owned by Maggie Moss, one of the leading owners in the country.
Oh, good old Maggie, huh? She's getting a little saggy, old Maggie. I don't know who that is. Never heard of her. Anyway, your horse is 4-1, and the 4 is 4-5. Look, and the 1 now is taking money 9-2. Creme de la Cat.
All right, I got my ticket here. I don't know what it means, but
Creme de la Cat. You got a ticket now?
3 bets. I do.
Wow. $5 to win, 5 to place, and 5 to show. So you hope that the horse comes in at least.
Win, place, show. 5.
Right.
3 bets. 15.
Because if the 4 hits the board, the show money is going to be like $240. It's going to pay squat. So I hope he comes at least second.
Let's hope.
And then you'll at least get your money back. Maybe make a couple of bucks. And of course, if he wins, we're going to have a gigantic party.
Beware of exploding balls.
Hello and welcome to A Current Affair.
Senator Larry Craig is facing new allegations about his past sexual behavior. Sunday's Idaho Statesman newspaper identifies 4 men who claim they either had sex with Larry Craig or were the subject of his sexual advances.
Senator Craig, what is your problem?
I seek activity in bathrooms.
Oh, you openly admit it.
Yes.
The 4 guys. Did you have sex with them?
Yes.
Hot, steamy, man-on-man, naked, sweaty, wrestling on the garage floor kind of sex?
Yes.
That's freaky. Whoa, oh, Larry, your foot's touching me.
Your foot came toward mine, mine came toward yours. Was that natural? I don't know.
No, that's not natural. Dude, your foot unzipped my pants.
Yes, it did.
Senator Craig, unless you want to pull back a bloody stump, it'd be best to keep your feet to yourself.
Yeah, probably would be.
Look at that. I couldn't even tell the mic was off there. I'm talking into a dead mic. Well,
I do that all the time. Don't feel bad.
Anyway, they're showing the ass end of the post parade at Tampa Bay Downs. There's the 11, which damn near just threw the jockey flying. That would have been cute. And there's the 12. So any second now, we should be getting back to Gulfstream and see the picture so I can see it.
Right.
Now, can you actually see the track?
Yeah. They've got their own, like, Gulfstream TV going in here.
No, I'm not talking about the TV. In other words, you can't see
no,
the track.
no, absolutely. No, I'm
on TV. Oh, here they're loading. There's your 5-horse going in. Second choice, 4-1. 4 is the heavy chalk. When in doubt, throw the chalk out.
Reach to the starting gate. It's post time.
All right.
They're at the gate for the opener.
This is the most
Gulfstream.
aggravating part of thoroughbred racing is getting them in the gate. And these are 2-year-old fillies, so they may be a little
skittish.
And they're moving into line. Creme de la Cat takes the inside
Creme de la Cat.
stall.
There you go. And get her in there, okay? Jesus, God Almighty, put that bitch in there. No, sir, I hate this. This is the thing about thoroughbred racing.
I say that all the time.
And you finally get to post time, and then they diddle around behind the gate like they haven't done this a million times.
I dumped the bitch right now.
Well, maybe you
Miss Maisie, the next one.
They're almost in there. We got the, what, 3 of them in?
4-5 favorite.
Yeah.
She's followed into line by Blue Rage.
There's your horse, Blue Rage. Now, what's the colors on the 5? Did you
Waiting
green,
for Native Gem.
What?
I thought it was green,
Highway
but I could be
320.
green. That's what I thought.
I hope she doesn't race green.
Highway 320 comes up.
Okay, here's Highway 320.
Goes in.
There we go.
They're all in line.
Uh-oh, one is skittish. Oh, look at that.
They're off and
there goes the 5.
Gulfstream.
Where's the 5? Right to the lead.
And Miss Maisie had a great start and goes on to the lead. Miss Lovejoy is away running in second from the inside.
The 5 is
After that,
another
it's
race.
Highway 320 and Creme de la Cat moving through between horses.
Oh, my God.
Native Gem
Where's
is
this
fifth
5
early,
horse?
4 lengths off the lead, and 2.5 clear
direction.
of Blue Rage and Catch a
Fifth.
Thrill, who trails the field. Up the backstretch, plenty of pressure for Miss Maisie.
She's in
Miss
another race
Lovejoy
to 5.
joins her from the inside. Creme de la Cat is right there in and among horses as they move
Well,
into
it's
the far
only
turn,
$15.
and they're right together
I'm
for
gonna
the
make
quarter
her start
in
burning the ticket
23
right
and
now.
2/5 seconds. Entering the turn, it's a gap of 2.5 to Native Gem, Highway 320 to the inside, then Catch a Thrill.
Where is the
and
5?
Blue
I don't see her
Rage.
at all. She's
Around the far turn,
the
Ms.
6 is
Lovejoy
on
on the inside with just
The
a
2
narrow
is
lead.
smoking on the inside.
Miss
The 2
Maisie is
is
in between
flying.
horses. Creme de la
And the
Cat
5
going
is
3
yet to
wide.
make an appearance.
2.5 back, and Native Gem starts to drop back, and it's
Is that
passed
the
by
5 coming
Catch a
now?
Thrill, who's
Yeah,
underway.
red.
And
Yeah,
underway
red.
quickly now.
Puking,
Catch a Thrill
lugging,
swings
just-
up on the far
Oh,
outside.
my
They're into
God,
the stretch.
what a dog.
And Ms. Lovejoy
Look
has
at her.
put daylight in front of her foes.
She's not
Here's
running.
Catch a Thrill,
She's
though,
just
gaining on the
puking
outside.
her guts.
And Creme de la Cat is third. Catch a Thrill running by Ms. Lovejoy at
What did I
the
tell you
16th
about the
pole.
chalk?
And Catch a Thrill and
The
Jose
2.
Lezcano take the lead and
the
go on
chalk
to
is
a
nowhere to be
14-1
found, neither is
upset in
your
the
horse.
opener.
2,
Catch a Thrill
3,
by 2 at the wire over
Uno.
Ms. Lovejoy.
Oh, we got one more chance.
And
Oh, you
then
got 4th.
came Creme de la Cat.
Well, that ain't going to pay you nothing. What a
No.
shame.
We'll bet on the next one.
That's good. What?
There's another 1.5 hour, isn't there?
Oh, my God. You're going to wind up betting more on the next race?
Why not? I'm here.
What a maniac.
Is that what you
Well,
do?
that's really a shame, because if he'd have been anywhere near, but unfortunately Abar Cole was
Whatever.
taking a nap.
We'll
look,
do it again.
Look how much ground she closed to finish 4th on the inside there along the rail. Flying at the end, but there was 800 lengths. They were in another race. Nice going, Ibar. You suck. $15 at George's Harder, but he did beat the chalk there. You see that chalk finished 5th.
Oh, I don't care.
No, I'm just telling you, the chalk was nowhere as usual.
Mm-hmm.
Up the track.
Still
So George just lost $15. All you people out there that hate him like poison.
That's all right. It only takes me 2 weeks to make that back.
That's right. And if he loses real bad, Chris will help him out.
Say what?
I said you got 968 on your poll. That's pretty not too shabby for a 969. You need 31 votes in 42 minutes. Easily done today.
Oh, Brad.
I think Monday we get back to see, I thought that yesterday, being the day after New Year's, is the day everybody gets back to abnormal. No. But it turns out they don't. Because a lot of people take this whole week off. Because at least here, the kids are out of school still?
Yes.
So that's the deal. So a lot of people take the whole week off this week, and they go on this extended busman's holiday.
Teachers especially.
So I think considering that, we're doing, not so bad. Not great. We don't want to do too great, because then they'll say, oh, gee, we're sure going to miss that Neil, as opposed to, that son of a bitch can't get out of here fast enough to make us happy. Like that. I'm sure that's what Jolly Joe's peddling. What?
There are people that showed up complaining about Hank not being on the air anymore.
Now, of course. Well, what do you expect? It's a track. Of course they're going to be screaming bloody murder already. He's only been gone 2 days. They're going to miss the humper. I mean, they already missed the humper.
Yep.
Legendary. And, of course, legendary. Beyond legendary. WQAM, hello.
I'm glad George lost.
WQAM, hello.
Hey, Neil.
Yes.
Hey, how are you, sir?
Okay.
Hey, I was wondering, is there any way to buy the Neil Rogers shirt somewhere, or?
Neil Rogers shirts? Who said there's a Neil Rogers shirt? You got to be dreaming.
No, man, I wish I would wear them. You're pretty good. You're the best show in Miami, man.
Yeah, well, good luck to you, sir.
Supplies last.
WQAM, hello.
Hello, Neil.
Yes.
Your horse picking's pathetic. You need a real horse picker like the humper.
Yeah, no, you're a real nose picker like you, yeah. A nose picker. WQAM, hello.
Yeah, I want to tell George to put his money on the winning horse.
There you go. There's some good handicrapping advice for you. Put your money on a winning horse. I'd bet the 2 now. And I'd bet a $500 2-3-1 trifecta. 974 on the poll. I'm just keep looking at that because I want to make sure you get your 1,000. I want you to
We will.
This is some pretty good news. DVD by mail service, Netflix Incorporated, will begin delivering movies and other programming directly to TV later this year through a set-top box that will pipe entertainment over a high-speed internet connection. The set-top box, to be made by LG Electronics Inc., is a part of a partnership announced late yesterday, is designed to broaden the appeal of a year-old streaming service that Netflix provides to its 7 million subscribers at no additional charge. LG Electronics didn't reveal how much the set-top box will cost when it hits the market in the summer or early autumn. Similar devices made by Apple and Voodoo cost $299 to $399. What is that?
Oh, my ticket.
No, you just tore up your ticket? Well, what if one of the top 3 gets thrown out, you idiot? What if there's an objection or an inquiry for crying out loud? You never do that.
It's official. I'm watching all the other people.
Oh, it is official.
It's a big confetti parade now.
Well, at least
I think everybody in here is listening to you. They all bet the 5.
Well, too bad.
Yeah.
What the hell do I know? First of all, I got no racing for him. I'm picking names off of a program, and I'm looking at the board.
All right.
And secondly, I'm picking the jockey who rode a horse. Well, I mean, the horse just didn't want to run earlier.
Maybe Eddie K will call in. Maybe he'll walk in.
Eddie K should walk right in there and give you a winner in the next race.
That's right.
During the break, I'll Google it.
The guy in the bathroom said he was going to give me a winner.
And a horse, too? Yeah, he drops a lot of tips in the tea room.
He was giving it to me in Morse code.
A bevy of other gadgets designed to bring more digital entertainment to living rooms is expected to be unveiled next week at a major consumer electronics show in Vegas. Maybe the quarter schlock guy can go out there to Vegas. Netflix's streaming service is the cornerstone of the Los Gatos-based company's strategy to retain and attract customers, as technology makes it easier to rent and buy movies within a few minutes instead of waiting for them to be delivered through the mail. Like my pasta. Still don't have anything on there about, it's been delivered. Oh, my God. Although Netflix says its subscribers have watched more than 10 million movies and 10 episodes through its Watch Instantly option so far, the streaming service has been too constraining for many subscribers. That's because all the streaming service's programming must be watched on a personal computer unless the viewer knows how to link a high-speed internet connection to a TV monitor. The set-top box is supposed to serve as a bridge that will enable just about anyone with a high-speed internet connection to plug in a few wires so they'll be able to access Netflix's Watch Instantly features on their TV. Subscribers will need to use a computer to pick out which programs they're interested in streaming. The selections called from more than 6,000 titles available in the streaming library will then show up on the TV screen. It's going to be very slick and easy, said Reed Hastings, Netflix's CEO, who want the TV experience to be very relaxing and not like visiting a website. Depending on which subscription plan they have, Netflix customers can watch anywhere from 5 to 48 hours of programming through the streaming services each month for free at no cost. The LG Electronics Alliance is just the first of several partnerships Netflix hopes to strike this year to extend its delivery options beyond the mail. Although he wouldn't provide specifics, Hastings listed video game consoles and high-definition DVD players as other potential channels for Netflix. We want to see 100 Netflix-capable devices on the market, he said. Bada-beep, bada-boop, bada-boop. Well, good. Good luck to him. Good luck to George, too, in the second race at Gulfstream, because that was really, when the race is going on, what was that, 6 furlongs, I guess?
I don't know.
Yeah, 3/4 of a mile. And, and halfway through the race, you still can't see your horse in the picture on the TV anymore. That's a very bad sign, Now, I did see the 2 flying there. Didn't I call that flying on the rail? And he wound up winning the race. He was moving in the forward position, while the 5 was, not accelerating until the race was over. Makes you scratch your head and wonder, just what the hell were they thinking about, huh? And the chalk still sucking wind almost at the back of the pack. What did I tell you about 3 to 5, 4 to 5?
That's what you said.
Just say no.
Okay.
I mean, sure.
No.
Huh?
No.
Why is it called the chalk?
You're asking me?
Yeah.
It's a raceback expression for favorite. The chalk is. I don't know where that came from. Ask the Humper when he's on.
I'm sure to ask. Oh wait, never mind.
Ask Eddie K when he's on. I don't know where
I'll
that
ask
came
him.
from.
Oh wait, never mind.
Or Google it. Ask Joe Bell and take the chalk and maybe it'll stop his bloody diarrhea, but I doubt it.
They're 2 Miami cops with a hot new beat. They're on the streets fighting crime.
Hey, Pops, that's a handicapped space there.
Yeah. In Hallandale Vice.
We got a problem. The Gray Gang is up to their old tricks.
Lieutenant, isn't that the group of senior citizens who went around trying to get the early bird special after 7?
Yeah, they're back in town.
Let's go get them.
They'll stop at nothing to clean up the streets.
Hey, lady, you can't cross here. You'll have to cross at the light.
And they're determined to clean up the smuggling business.
All right, sister, you're under arrest.
Oh, so now you're arresting my wife. What's the charge?
Possession of powder. Open that purse, Tub. Let's see that white stuff. Yeah, just a thought. She's got over 100 bags in here.
Of what?
Sweet and low. From that restaurant she just came out of. Let's take them in.
Yes, there are a couple of hit Miami cops on the hot new beat in Hallandale Vice. Premiering this fall on MBZ.
Okay, 1:30 at QM. Now, what's post time for the second race? I see Gulfstream 19 minutes? Or is that 10
more minutes.
10 more minutes.
Yes.
9 minutes. Now, the 2 and the 5 are scratched. This was supposed to be an 8-horse field. 2 and the 5 are scratched. The 8 is the heavy chalk, 6 to 5. And the 1 is second choice, 8 to 5.
What the hell's Rolly, man?
Just relax. You got 9 minutes to post time.
Well, no, he's supposed to be the promotions guy. Hey, Lee, I hope you're listening, man. He keeps wandering off. I hope he's getting some action.
Yeah, Lee's listening.
Flea is listening?
Yeah, I was just talking about everything.
Lee's the boss.
Hold that prospect with your favorite jockey, Abar Koa, the 7. 6 to 1 in the morning line. He's getting some money. He's only 4 to 1. I'd go right back with him. He can't ride that bad.
Oh, he wants to get a racing form. Good man.
Get the racing form?
Rolly.
And who's going to read it for you?
I don't know.
These are 2-year-old fillies again, for crying out loud. What is that? First 2 races are both 2-year-old fillies? Oh.
Just read it to Neil now, George.
Read me what?
I'll read his palm.
He's going to read a racing form?
Yeah, just say what all the different numbers are and what's in there, tell them the symbols.
Right. Yeah, here's a symbol. Here's a hand sign.
I think that's your horse, the 7. He's 7 to 2. Abar Koa. He's got to come back. He's getting money. Now, is the post parade coming up yet or what? I want to take a look at him out there on the track.
Do the same thing?
This is the worst.
Five across the board for it?
This is the absolute worst. When Eddie K used to do this, man, we'd be screaming at the radio, just wailing in the national.
I like 7. 7's a good number. I've always liked it.
Good.
It was a good year. 07 was a good year for me.
Now they got the field for Laurel. What's post time at Laurel is in 5 minutes, and we got how many at Gulfstream? Oh, 8. So Laurel's going to go first, so screw that. And the 8 is 7 to 5. One and the 8 are the heavy choices. I was going to tell you to bet the 5, but he got scratched. She did. With Georgie Chavez. Remember I mentioned George Chavez earlier for some strange reason? I mentioned that. Yeah, and I thought, that must be an omen. Sunrise Cruise. And I look on here and the 5 is scratched. Don't people in the audience go, see that? Look at that. 7 now is 5 to 2. Third choice, but coming down. I don't like that.
I think they're betting what you say.
They're betting whatever I say.
By the way, I was rethinking what happened in all those times that I went to the track.
Every time you lost.
Every time I won. I won every time I went. Fat Rich always told me what to bet, and I did what he said.
Well, let's see what he's got in this race.
I know.
I think that's a shot at you.
No, it wasn't a shot. It was just Fat Rich was a Yenta, as Neil knows.
Yeah.
And he was more than happy to take me by the hand.
I had the super.
And I
Poor
got what he
Rich,
told
man.
me.
I bet you he's resting good now.
Right. He always won me money.
We had a lot of fun at the track. Mostly Pompano Park, of course. This was at the Thoroughbreds?
He would always show up wherever we had an appearance.
Well, that's for sure.
Whether it was at a horse track or not. So of course he was at
986 on the poll. We need 14 more votes on the poll to get the feeling that we're losing the audience. That's why the poll isn't going up very much. So let's get that 1,000 for Chris and not forget about that.
When should I place this bet?
When?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Wait another minute.
Okay.
Well, who's going to go make the bet for
Rolly.
me?
Rolly's going to run to the window for me.
You're going to bet $15 again?
Yeah. 5 across the board on 7.
Well, if you're going to make that same bet again, if the 1 and the 8 get in the money, it's going to pay like $220 or $240 to show. But that's okay.
I don't know.
Better to get something back than to get nothing.
Right.
I wouldn't trap show money. I bet $10. $5 win in place on the 7.
Really?
I mean, you could bet $6 and bet the 178 try, but what the hell is that going to pay? Squat. Diddly squat.
Sounds like
Chinese. Look at that. He's the co-second choice now, the 7 with the 1. Well, that's good to see him taking money with 6-1 in the morning line. And maybe Abar Coe is going to... Maybe he woke up. Maybe the alarm clock went off like at the top of the stretch when your horse closed about 10 lengths in that last race. That's sickening, man. It's nauseating.
So 5 to win place?
5 win in place on the 7.
All right, 5 to win place.
Got it? Can you handle it?
On the
this
7.
Sounds illegal to me, whatever this is going on here. It sounds like we got a gambling parlor going on.
Yeah, well, I'm working on it.
Something like that.
I need a new problem.
Crapola like that.
I don't have enough problems.
How are we doing on your poll now? I want to make sure you get it. I don't think you will. I think the whole audience
No, we're
is
going to
probably
get it.
gone. 989. You need 11 votes. You only got 26 minutes to do it.
We're going to do it. We need 9 more.
So you still have a stream of people coming out for the Orange Bowl tickets and the T-shirts and
No.
No more?
No, I mean, people have been, saying hi and that, but no takers for the Orange Bowl tickets for some reason.
No takers for the Orange Bowl tickets? Oh, my God, that's because we don't have the sports crowd. We're not sportsy enough. That's the problem. Jesus K. Christ. The third race at Laurel is off. Let's see how that one looks.
Steady right-handed pressure. Storm C coming home to win. Carmanos gets 2 of the afternoon, widening to almost 5 at the finish. Baseball Diamond just second from Lord Ralph on third, and Tally Wren in a rank fourth.
Okay. Now, should I do... How many minutes does it say they'll post? 5? 4?
5.
So we can do the break?
Yeah.
Better not.
Outside, trying to quicken up now.
Well, like I said, better do the break. Did you get your ticket?
Rolly's getting it. He's coming back. I got my ticket.
Okay, well, kiss it when he comes back.
Pentina, the next one.
2-1, man. For 7. He took late money. I don't like that price, though. 2-1.
By the way,
and the Jewel.
This dude comes up and gives me a ticket.
For what?
For the number 8 to win. $10 on it.
Get out of here.
He must know something we don't.
We're all in line.
And you better hope the 8 wins. What's the price on the 8?
I don't know.
Well, we'll see in a second.
We're all in line.
There is a crowd in here, by the way.
Well, good.
And they're off.
They're off.
Look at the sun zooming out there.
Had a good start. And Stable
woke up this
race.
race.
Either way. Empress Carolina.
Well, you'd rather have the 8
was away running in third to their outside. Gap of another 2 back to Rick Pentina, then Pinfree at the rails. And Lastly Matters is in the back early as they head toward the half-mile pole. Abar Cohen, hold that prospect, are the leader here.
Come on, Abar.
In front by a length, DeJewel on the outside second. Empress Carolina in a tight spot third to the inside.
Would be beautiful. It's
After
7-8
that,
right now.
Pentina in fourth, now 4.5
baby.
lengths off the lead, and it's 2 lengths back to Pinfree and Laughing Matters.
23 and 4 opening
quarter. Around the far
it's
turn.
It's the George Rodriguez Memorial Race.
Stopping
looks like to a
on
walk.
the outside second.
Here
Empress
comes the
Carolina is in there third at the rail, right with the leaders. It's 3 lengths back to Pinfree. Four's going to get going. A half mile in 47 and 2 in the end of the stretch.
Come on,
and it's hold that prospect. Hold that prospect down to the 8th pole, a 2.5 length lead over DeJewel and Empress Carolina, who continue to fight for second. Then comes Pinfree, but it's hold that prospect. Opening up.
There it is.
Hold that prospect goes on to a 5-length win.
Get a great place
Empress Carolina battled on for second, then DeJewel and Pinfree.
Oh, it's not a big deal. You're going to maybe make back the $15 you lost the first time.
Let's hope.
It's going to pay 6 something to win, so you're going to 15. Yeah, you'll be ahead a couple of bucks.
All right.
And
See there?
25 to 1 got second.
So far, my record's perfect. I haven't shown up at a track and not profited.
Well, what does that mean? You're taking credit for it? Who gave you the horse?
You, but I'm just saying.
Wins by about 8.
I've always left with more money.
Going away. And Fat Rich didn't even give us any help.
Nope.
Well, that was kind of exciting there. All our people have the 7, I hope?
Yeah, all the people at the table had the 7.
Based on what?
That's Steve clapping. Based on you.
No. Well, what are you betting on what I know? I don't know anything about this. I'm just looking at the names and the price.
Listen, we all know nothing. So if you know anything, hey, Rolly, here, I cashed. Go get my money.
Jockey, man. Well, they're not going to give you the money until it's official. Just relax.
I know. I'm a little excited here.
Yeah, I'm getting real excited because this is some of the worst radio in the history of mankind. You know?
They're just jealous. They could be here having a good time.
Just a second or two there, it looked like maybe it was going to be an 8-7. The 8 made a move, but the 7 pulled away and just crushed the field in the stretch. What did I tell you about Abe Arcoa? Great jockey. The 5 in the first race just was, 1,004 on the pole. We got the 1,000 licked on that. What's not to like, huh? What a great day for the Irish and even the Goyim. And, of course, we got the Iowa caucus tonight. Anybody but Swillery, man. Anybody but Swillery and John Edwards.
You know it's going to be him.
Who? Edwards?
He wins by default.
Barack Obama is like this morning's poll. He's a few points ahead of both of them.
He ain't going to win.
Well, he might win the caucus.
He might win the caucus.
You know what I'm really worried about? I hesitate to say this on the air, but I worry that if he starts winning some of the early primaries or caucuses or whatever, and it looks like he might be the nominee, or if he actually does become the nominee, I'm worried that some crazy bastard out there, knowing what kind of a racist... Okay, well, you know what I'm thinking.
I know what you're thinking.
Haven't you thought the same thing?
Don't even think it, yeah.
Well, I don't want to think it, but that's America for you.
Yeah, it is.
I just hope he doesn't do too much campaigning in the Deep South, although, obviously he will. 1,004 votes on your poll, on your hygiene poll. And George just cashed a wonderful ticket. We could have had the double there. Could have back-wheeled the 7 if I would have looked at it. Because the 2 was a bomb and the first race was a long shot. Should be a good daily double.
Well, thank you.
For what?
For that pick, Steve. Thanks
for picking it.
Yeah.
Thanks for picking it. Yeah, I've heard that before. And the red light here is going on, and this
Lately?
thing is going. How's Chris doing with the information on the engineer here?
Yeah, better than never mind.
Better than my pick in the first race. Is that what you were going to say?
No. Hey, George.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Congrats on your bonus money you just won.
Right. Bonus money. That's good.
There's an onus on George's bonus.
Yeah.
Okay. So when are the prices going to go up here already? Because I can't see it. They're showing Laurel Racetrack now.
I think his horse is about to be disqualified.
Yeah, for running too fast. What are they going to? When do they put the price up? Is it official yet?
Results, yeah.
All right, and tell me how much it pays to win in place. What?
7, 520, and 280.
520, boy, and 280.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Okay.
It's 13 and 7. You got $20 for your 10. So you're still down $5.
Oh, well.
Thank God there won't be another race before we go off the
Good thing I didn't valet.
520? Boy, he really took some serious she at the end there.
I guess
took a plunge, 3-2.
That's fine. I still profited.
280. You did what?
I still profited.
On that race, but you lost $5 in the first 2 races.
No, overall for my visit here today, I profited.
Oh, and that's because you made a few bucks. Well, that's good. Nice going there, Fleet. Take care of George, okay? They hate him like poison, too. They hate me worse, but they don't want to admit it. Because that would be embarrassing. After 10 years of carrying this turkey horseball station on my back. 10 years, the dominating force in midday there with these gigantic numbers, making them millions of dollars over that period of time, too, by the way. And still waiting for a New Year's greeting from Jolly Joe Fat-Ass Bloody Diarrhea Bell. Pathetic.
I got $30.
You got 30?
50. 30.50.
What are you talking about?
That's how much money he handed me. $30.50. That's what I got.
Well, then you gave me the wrong price.
Well, I don't know. I was just reading off the board there.
$520. Tell me again how much it paid.
7, 520, and 280.
No, I don't care about
I listed them off. I don't know what I'm reading off this board over there.
You idiot.
It's a giant screen. I'm reading numbers off of it. I have no idea what I'm saying.
17.50.
Yeah.
And 13 is 30.50. So you're up $5 for the whole day, for Christ's sake. What's not to like? Nice going, Neil. Thank you.
Crack.
Jesus K. Christ. Don't even have a racing form and I'm picking winners. And I need Woodbine. Those machines, man. Those one-arm bandits.
You're in the wrong racket.
And a bad machine, man. Those $5 machines. Every time you hit the button, it's
crispy.
And what?
Crispy money at the track.
Well, there you go. You just made the $10.50. I'd give the 50 cents to Chris tomorrow. What do you think? That's 2 hours wages. All right, let's take a final look at the poll, okay? This has been brutal, but at least you made a couple of bucks. That's good.
All right, that's all that matters. What are we here for?
Abe Arcoa. Go down there and give him a big kiss.
All right.
No, I'll go to Woodbine and give Justin Stein a big kiss. Hey, Justin, his wife might not like it too much, but there you go. Sounds like a good Jewish boy, but I doubt it. Not too many Jewish jockeys.
Why not?
I don't know. There's several Jewish harness racing drivers over the years, but jockeys, mostly Julios, you know, your people, like Abe Arcoa and Elvis Trujillo and all this crowd, and Jose Velez Jr. and Mike Gonzalez. Anyway, what personal... Can I do this?
If you want.
Which personal hygiene routine do you have the most trouble sticking to on a regular basis? Can I... And I should probably go back to CNN because the world... You know, Hillary Clinton could have just fallen off a cliff, and we wouldn't have known about it because we're busy on a racing network there. Well, car bomb in Turkey strikes bus carrying military personnel.
Police say someone set the bomb.
Those crazy bastards, those ragheads, they're killing each other again. The Turks... Flossing, 512. Overwhelming, 50.7% have trouble flossing every day. And they always tell you at the dentist, be sure and floss every day. Oh, yeah, sure. Whatever you say. Shaving, 89. Cleaning out my belly button, 88. Trimming my nose or ear hair, 58. Brushing my teeth, 53. Applying cologne or perfume, 47. I apologize, by the way. I think I knocked that price down a little bit. Although it did go out 5-2. That's not too bad.
I'll take it.
$7, you bet. Applying cologne or perfume, 47. Cleaning the wax out of my ears, 37. Trimming my nails, 33. Bathing, 26. Cleaning out my toe cheese, 24. Cleaning the dirt out from under my nails, 11. Using mouthwash, 11. Using deodorant, 9. Washing my hair, 5. And brushing or combing my hair, 5. I don't have any problem with that because I don't have any hair. I keep shaving it too. Oh, yeah. Even in the wintertime. Very comfortable. I like it. We got 10, 11, 1,000. There's that cheating pervert Musharraf.
It is just inefficiency, I would say.
What?
He said the assassination scene was handled with inefficiency, is what he said.
Oh.
He's talking a lot of crap. You know?
I see. If he had handled it, it would have been very efficient.
Yeah, he handled it all right. Like this. Bada bing. Like Joey Zaza. Hey, Joey. Zaza. WQAM, hello.
Hey, Neil, how long will George be there with the free tickets?
About another 10 minutes. Too late for you, okay?
Will there be more tickets after that?
No.
Seriously, I'm on my way up. I'm stuck in traffic. You know how it is in Hound.
Yeah, I know. Too bad you lose.
Didn't stop these other people from showing up.
Yeah, everybody else showed up.
By the way, youngsters.
Don't give me a you're stuck in traffic, okay, sir? Everybody else got there in godforsaken Hallandale at Gulfstream, okay? Don't give me that song to dance. I want some free tickets.
Yeah,
well,
no more.
Why don't you stay there a couple hours extra so that all these freeloaders can show up?
Rolly's making all kinds of hand signs that I don't understand, but I'm pretty sure I get the meaning.
Well, what does that mean?
That like we're done.
We're done with what?
We're done with the tickets.
Oh, there are no more tickets.
We had a run, and so we're done.
There's no more tickets. There's no more shirts. There's no more nothing. There's no more race until after we get off the air. Maybe Jax will do some Gulfstream stuff. Is he out there today? No.
No.
I wonder why. We had Big Dog out there this morning, or Little Dog, whatever his name is, and then you.
Right.
And then that's it? And no Mad Dog's not out there either?
Mad Dog will be at the stadium.
Well, how come that's not on my schedule? It doesn't say nothing about... At the stadium for what? Oh, the Orange Bowl.
Orange Bowl.
Oh, excuse me. I forgot all about the stinking Orange Bowl. Who's playing there again? Wichita State and who?
Kansas, Virginia Tech.
Rochester Institute of Technology, RIT, and Rensselaer, RPI. Polytechnic Institute, RPI, and RIT. All right. Hey, listen, don't be... And over the last few days, so many bowl games, man. And all these sponsored. Everything is sponsored.
Well, good.
Good not. Good not. Everything is so
sponsored.
Commercial now, man.
Yeah. Like this show. Don't we have more to do?
The Chick-fil-A bowl. Oh, come on. Give me a break.
Chick-fil-A is good.
Yeah, you told me that. I've never been there.
Waffle fries.
I got a good story here if I have time for it. I don't think so, though. Because you took up all my time with those horse races.
Hey,
Thank God Abe Arcoa rode good in the second race, man. He's a great jockey. So you wouldn't have known that.
I still don't.
You also wouldn't have known that it's still -10 and it's not sunny anymore either. It's cloudy and murky and -10. That's unacceptable.
Go for a walk.
-10 Celsius. -8's going to be the high, they say. -3 tomorrow. And then Saturday, a few flurries and a +2. Sunday, +6. And Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday is going to be like in double digits in the 50s.
Go for a jog.
Yeah, jog this. I'll go over on Jog Road. How's that?
Uh-huh.
I didn't know Mandich had a restaurant, by the way. I hope that the professor and his lady friend enjoyed it. What?
He does.
Well, what kind of a restaurant
Ziggy and the Mad Dogs. It's like a I assume, just
steak
like
and seafood?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's on the Keys, like a Keys restaurant.
How come I never hear anything about it?
Well, you don't listen to the show as much as you used to.
No. Oh, I don't listen to I don't listen to radio, period. Although I do listen to all news radio when I'm on the way to Woodbine and back. Which, like I said, if I ever tell you I'm going there again, you're going to say, scream and holler and carry on.
I hope you lose all your money.
Do you really?
Oh, yeah.
Why, so I have to work until I croak?
No, just so other people cry.
You're brutal. You are such a heartless, Mexican-hating bastard.
It has nothing to do with that. What do you think I was thinking about the Mexicans?
The best talent. Neil Rogers.
Slap everybody from
560 QAM.
It's Steve in Miami town.
Yes.
At 560 WQAM.
Don't like all the heartburn. Every time I see that retarded dimwit on my TV. He's President Dumb. Republicans muscled in an inarticulate idiot. I don't know why they would want this guy, but now he's here. We're screwed the next 4 years. Absolutely. With President Dumb. Oh, what I give to count votes once more and get who we all voted for. This lips drumming stupid heat. Mindless drunk and rich kid. He's even dumber than me. He's President Dumb. You don't care what it took. You got him in by hook or crook. The Christian right knows what's best. But have no fear, we've got a great leader here with President Dumb. President Dumb. President Dumb. Bye, bye, bye!